GG's, the daughters, hyenas, scuba divers, learn from Scuba Steve, was criminated. Y'all, I rock with the King X. Don't forget the Kennedy doing his delivery match right here on YouTube. We conducted ourselves the most highest. The dollar likes what you make it. You can love it, you can hate it. It's gonna be simply what you make it. We stay more weird than ever. The dollar you hurt. God chose you because he knew he could trust you. God's best kept secret. That's just what it is, GG. Like, yo, Wack, the daughter. We gotta figure it out, the daughter. You gonna have to figure it out, the daughter. Cause what the fuck is going on with you, Wack 100? Like, we need to, like, what is going on with you, Wack the Dada? Like, every time someone comes out, the Dada, someone's about to come home, the Dada, they're about to be straight, the Dada. Your ass comes over here, the Dada, you want to just talk, you just want to talk outlandish towards them, the Dada. That's just what it is. What's goody, GG? What's popping? You just want to talk outlandish to them. So Wack 100 Dundada, he's mad that he don't got a song that says, I think I'm Big Meech or Larry Hoover Dundada. Cause like what Big Meech or Larry Hoover gotta do with any of this Dundada? And why you coming at Larry Hoover Dundada? Everybody knows Dundada that you're an agent, GG. Like what's going on with you, GG? This nigga Wack been a cop.
April 16th, 2005. Safety trooper Darren Chase was on a routine patrol on Interstate 40 in Wheeler County, Texas, when he would pull over a 2005 Cadillac for driving 77 in a 70-mile-per-hour speed zone. The driver...
And you know what's crazy, Dada? Wack 100 sits there, right? And he sits there and he wants to call Larry Hoover. He wants to come at Larry Hoover or whatnot. So he's gonna come at Larry Hoover and he's coming at these people, but he won't come at Aaron the plumber. Because Aaron the plumber's a civilian. You don't want to come at Aaron the plumber, GG? That's different.
Later identified as Cash McElroy Jones, stated that he was a truck driver and always ran about 5 miles over the limit. He also stated that he was en route to Tulsa, Oklahoma for a funeral. At some point during the traffic stop, the trooper would ask Cash Jones for permission to search his vehicle. After denying the request, K-9 units were called to the scene. During the search, troopers located a black rifle, black shotgun, a loaded black pistol, along with several clips and large amounts of ammunition for each gun.
Because everybody thinks that like we go look that up. That is a common practice. If they don't have the right, like if they don't have you all the way to the T, because out here, the way that you can fight a gun that wasn't in my possession, there's no reason of that DA picking up right post-COVID, picking up a gun case where they don't have enough evidence to fully have me go take the deal. And have
you went to court already. Good.
And it was a DA reject. They did not pick up the case, right?
You got arrested June 23rd, 2023. You went to court July.
You going back over the same shit. Yeah,
you went to court July.
Yeah, I went to July.
Did they ask you how did you plead guilty, not guilty?
If I made it that far, I wouldn't have a DA reject. Brother, the DA reject means he rejected to accept the case.
What it do, Friday? Friday's at the hospital?
Oh, I'm at the doctor. It was good.
Yeah, the doctor's at the hospital, the doctor.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm over here fucking, we talking about Wack 100, the dog. Wack 100 been an agent, the daughter. He over here keeps trying to come at everybody else, the dog. But you know that nigga been an agent. You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck you gonna come at Larry Hoover? Why you coming at Big Meech? Why you coming at all these big people that gotta do with their community and shit like that? Like, why you coming at all these people? Why you coming at Big U's? Why you coming at all these people, Wack 100, the daughter, but you're scared to come at Aaron the plumber? What Aaron the plumber do?
Hold on. I'm gonna be back up there when.
It means he rejected to accept the case.
I'll ask you this question.
He won't answer the question.
Well, I asked him a separate question. So whatever case, I don't really care about it, but
Following the recovery of the firearms from the vehicle, both Cash Jones and his passenger, who would later go on to be identified as his brother, would be arrested, with both men being charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Soon after this arrest, he would be briefly placed on a Fed hold before posting a $10,000 bond. Once out of jail, Wack 100 would travel back to Los Angeles, where he would continue working with Death Row Records and Suge Knight. Only 2 years later, in January 2008, police would name Knight as one of the members of the mob Pyru Street Gang in a crackdown by authorities in the city of Compton. Despite his music industry connections and now managing Ray J and rapper The Game, Wack 100's name would be left out of the crackdown. In that same year, Cash Jones, aka Wack 100, would be caught on wiretap, informing business partner Mark Stevens that the Main Street Mafia Crip leader Liddell Rawls was under investigation for the kidnapping and beating of Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox. Liddell Rawls, who prosecutors said was the leader of the Main Street Mafia Crips gang, would be accused in a criminal complaint filed in February 2011 of directing members to kidnap, beat, and rob the victim, Robert Ross. CS2 Back would play a pivotal role in that case, both helping authorities connect the dots to Dale Dog via the wiretap phone calls and eventually helping Main Street beat their case.
Let's play Stutterbox talking to Wack.
I had to do with the case, bro. Wack, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember? I tried to call take your call.
Nah, I'm not feeling Wack. I'm not feeling Wack for that one, the data. That nigga's gonna sit there, the data, while someone's trying to come out, the data, right? On a party, the data. You gonna sit there, the data, and put out, saying that you put out his paperwork and all this shit, the data. The nigga's 70 years old, the data. Like, what the fuck, the data? And he's not even being serious, the data. You can't take this man serious all the time, the data. So what the hell? A whole person, the data, that denounce whatever he got going on, that don't want to be a part of whatever the fuck got going on, that's just trying to live, bro. Live, the data. You think his life is a fucking game to you, the data. You want to sit there and bicker about Larry Hoover's life, the data. Like, what? Who the fuck you think you are, the data? You don't do shit like that, the data. This nigga's just trying to live, the data. He's just trying to come out, the data, and be content, the data. You know what I'm saying? See his family again, the data. You know what I'm saying? Stay on the most righteous path, the data. So he's not really worried about what the fuck you saying, the data, about some shit in 1960 or whatever the case may be. Why the fuck would he be worried about that, the data? But more or less, GG, this nigga, he's such a fucker. He's such a person, the data, that's just trying to make everybody feel how he feels, the data. He just trying to make everybody feel how he, like, he's an agent, so he want everybody to feel how he feels, the data. But that's not what's the case, the data. Larry Hoover, the data, he's not worried about none of that, the data. He stood down, the data, so he's not worried about who's an agent or who's not an agent. You saying that you running his paperwork, he don't know nothing about this fucking shit. The nigga been knocked for 50 years. You don't know nothing about the internet, the data. Like, what are you doing, the data? So he don't even know if you running contact, if you're not running contact on him, the data. But the man just trying to live, the data. But you got his name in your mouth, the data, for no reason. You have Big Meech's name in your mouth, the data. You got Big U's name in your mouth, the data. And we thought these people actually had something to do, like did something to you. But now that you got Larry Hoover's name in your mouth for no apparent reason, the data, like, we wouldn't get it, GG. So what is it, the data? But you're scared of Aaron the plumber. Aaron the plumber got you fucking shit. You took Aaron the plumber's name right out your fucking mouth, the data, because Aaron the plumber, the data, said that he's calling the law. And you're not getting in trouble for what Aaron the plumber's calling the law. You must be the law. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact.
I couldn't tell you. And he said, I talked to Dog. But he said he didn't talk to you. He wouldn't take your call. But they said he wouldn't talk. Yeah, and Dog said he was cool. He didn't want to talk to you in the paperwork. That's what you said is going off of what
that whole Main Street shit. That was your play. I had nothing to do with it. I was a victim.
Only 1 month after the indictment of the Main Street Mafia Crips, on March 9th, 2011, Cash Jones, aka Wack 100, would appear in Texas State Court to have his charges finally dismissed from that 2006 unlawful possession of a firearm case, where he was caught with multiple firearms and ammunition. The stated reason for the dismissal was not lack of evidence or a violation of Wack 100's rights, as he claims. But based on the paperwork, Wack 100's gun case was dismissed in the interest of justice.
Right? Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit, right? He say, Wack, my word to you, I'll pay the debt. Let him.
Look at putting Trick's name involved in certain shit too. That's like Trick probably don't even fuck with Wack.
Oh, I got business with that man. I said, what? He said, Wack, this stunner talking to you. As your brother, leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is. Send me Trick, I pay him in the morning. On me. I'm giving you my word. I threw it back to phone and walked away. Trick got his wire. This real shit. What I'm saying, is like, if we was gonna move it, if we saw you, and our squads knew if they saw you at a hookah lounge or a club. It been times where niggas like, hey, well, I ain't gonna say no names, such and such at the club, lock him down. Them go over there 20 deep to their VIP. Tell the security they don't pay you enough for this here. Look, continue to have your drinks. If y'all cool, ain't nobody moving out to VIP till the homies get in. And we show up. Hey, what's up, homie? Yeah, that beat you was supposed to. That verse, the homie paid you for that verse. Yeah, you ain't finna be out here in the homie in Chicago. And what's happening? We got a.
Yeah, you gotta watch that, man. That nigga's different. Why you even bringing up Chicago? Like, what is your problem? Like, why is this dude even bringing up Chicago? Like, why would he bring up Chicago? That's different, bro. That's different, bro. That's different. Your boy's different, bro. So we'll be on the data. Let's see what this dude got to say. The data. See what this dude got to say. The data. Shout out to my boy right here. The data.
Savor the splendor.
That real shit is GG. This dude, the data. He just, I don't get, like, he's showing his hand now. The data. How the fuck you scared to get that? Having a plumber, dada. You just skip having a plumber, dada. Go to Nipsey Hussle, dada. Right to Larry Hoover, dada. Like,
told in 1988.
Yes, I do.
Can you read that real quick?
Yes. Okay, so this is what they dropped. It says Parker High School, located at 6800 Stewart Avenue, was the scene of a youth gang battle on September 4th, 1968. A leader of the Supreme Gangsters, 18-year-old Larry Hoover of 6853 Green Street, informed the police that he was standing in the school hall just outside of the principal's office when two of the East Side disciples appeared. These boys, James Highsmith, age 18 years, of 6534 Emerald Avenue, and Leonard Longstreet, age 20 years, of 633 West 62nd Street, were not students at Parker High School. Hoover related that the two walked past me in the hall and Highsmith smiled. Then Longstreet said, "Burn them," and Highsmith pulled a gun and started shooting. I got hit. Bullets also struck two bystanders. Mildred Siebels, age 15 years, of 7214 Peoria Street, and Lewis Jackson, age 15 years, of 6815 May Street. All three Parker High School students were shot in the leg and were rushed to St. Bernard's Hospital for treatment. Only minutes after the shooting, police officers arrested Highsmith and Leonard Longstreet. At the time of Parker High School battle, Longstreet and Highsmith were at liberty on bond awaiting trial on two separate shootings that occurred earlier in the summer. At the same time, the police also arrested 17-year-old Gregory Williams of 6538 Morgan Street, who was carrying a pistol in the Parker High School hall. Williams was a member of the Supreme Gangsters. A Cook County grand jury subsequently returned an indictment number 68-3443, which charged James Highsmith and Leonard Longstreet with aggravated battery on Larry Hoover. preliminary hearings on the case were held in the courtroom of Judge David Serta on September 17th, 1968. Attending the hearings was Vicky Berry, age 16 years, of 6629 South Morgan Street. Vicky Berry was a member of the Supreme Gangsters, of which Larry, and then it cuts off right there.
So what? So this supposed to be paperwork and documents, right? That's what this supposed to be, a court report, a police report? Ebony, it's supposed to be a police report?
I just got this article. I'm not sure exactly if it's a police report, but it looks like somebody's reporting on the actual incident.
Right? In order to get police reports, court paperwork from 1968, it's probably available, but you would have to go down there in person and request it. And that shit is probably held in some type of library somewhere, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I would think so. They did give a the actual what is it? They gave that number out, which was the indictment. It says the Cook County Grand Jury subsequently returned an indictment number 68-443, which charged James Highsmith and Leonard Longstreet with aggravated battery on Larry Hoover. So
now these individuals, we talk about 1968, we talking about the height of all these organizations being established. We talking Black Panther area. Pizza might be here or something, I don't know. We talking about the height of a lot of things, right? So when we dealing with this, right, Larry Hoover go to jail, I believe, in 75. So we talking about 7 years. This just me. Ain't no way from 68 to 75, his growth years to becoming who he is, to his organization, his clique, his crew, whatever they want to call it back then. We know Mr. Hoover don't represent that today. But I find it hard to believe it was a shooting and some dudes was incarcerated and they still put this man in position to be who he is. He goes to prison.
And he went in 73, so shoot, that was even 2 years.
73, so we like 68, that's 5 years. He goes to prison. When he gets to prison, he's who he is. You hear nothing of it. That piece is gonna be coming in a minute. You hear nothing of it. In prison, it's growth in prison, and back then it was some of the most deadliest, dangerous times, I'm sure. You hear nothing of it then. 10 years, 20 years, he catch bad time, life sentences. He goes to the feds, you hear nothing of it then. 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 52, 53 years. You hear nothing of it until 24 hours after a pardon. So my question is, who went down or had knowledge of the court building and requested these documents? We need to know where that person is.
Right.
Because without that...
You're not going to sit there and say that the document is 53 years old, this dude, it's not even in that lifestyle, this just to clear his name from away from all the shenanigans, You don't want his name mixed up in shenanigans. Y'all be putting these people, right? These people and different type of shenanigans that they don't got no type of it. He's 70 something years old, like you're talking to an elderly, you're talking to a senior citizen, you're talking to a older person, you're talking to a grandpa, Wack's probably a grandpa too, though, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter, you're talking to an older person, like give him some type of, you know what I'm saying, some type of respect this situation, you know what I'm saying? Because you know that situation is going to occur, when the government or somebody got beef with this man, you know what I'm saying? He got pardoned, so people, you know what I'm saying, Donald Trump still got beef, he got beef, he's the president, so you could tell that it's a, you know what I'm saying?
Person, I'm gonna call it cap. I'm gonna call it. It took 53 years, no, 58 years. The 5 years he was on the street, the 53 he been confined, for this to pop up. Okay, a lot of these people might not be alive, but shit, where they family members at? Where's the chatter of this at?
Yeah, I don't like at 1968, the postal system was different, Like in 1968, they didn't even have cell phones. They didn't even have beepers, probably. The beepers wasn't even out. There's so much shit done happen. Beepers, technology, this, technology, that, technology. Like they probably wasn't even. It was in 1968. The way that they was fucking doing paperwork was a whole different thing. So anybody could have wrote that shit, made it look all good. And put it out there. You know what I'm saying, to tarnish people's career or shit like that. That shit don't have to be a legitimate thing. You could make something look like it's old. So who knows if it's all the way? Who knows if it's all the way on 1,000 GG? You know what I'm saying? Like this dude, they let him get pardoned, and then they try to fucking tarnish him, slander him, drag him. He haven't even been out. He don't even know what's going on. He probably don't even know what's going on. He probably don't even know nothing about this. He used to tell them, advise him about that. That nigga don't give a fuck about that shit. He's trying to go eat a pizza, go do certain shit, go walk on the beach, go on a phone, go on a tab, go do certain things, go do certain shit, He's trying to do other shit, He ain't trying to sit there, and have arguments right now, I doubt that, So how about we don't slander other black people's names, who has positions, How about you don't start slandering these other people, who's living the way they living? Let them live the way he's living. Let this person live the way he's living, So it could be a solid foundation, So he don't have no heaven. He has no hell. He can't put this nigga nowhere, So why you gonna have to be so judgmental? But he said he don't believe it, so we gonna let it be, But it's crazy, that he brings it up.
Where I have heard nothing about it. 24 hours after Larry Hoover been pardoned by Trump on the Fed side, all of a sudden, some alleged snitch paperwork pops up from 1968.
Yeah, I don't know everything. I don't know why what Adam or Vlad would want anything to be said about Larry Hoover. I want to know why, or maybe because Rick Ross. You're saying we don't understand. Maybe it could be anything, Boom, Rick Ross they got Big Meech Larry Hoover. He probably made a lot of money off that shit. It ruffled a couple feathers, Whoever don't like Rick Ross, probably don't like Larry Hoover and don't like Big Meech either, because maybe he gave him a little bit of points on the song or whatever the case may be, So Rick Ross probably got a lot of people who don't like him, They probably just probably don't like Big Meech or Larry Hoover either, It probably gonna go that way, It's probably gonna go this way, They ain't gonna fuck with they don't like him. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know who don't like them and who does like them, or who fuck with them or who don't fuck with them. But at the end of the day, they got beef for certain shit that they don't even know about, just simply because who they are, So this is what's occurring, They don't want people to be big because they're like, yo, when he comes out, he probably gonna fuck with Rick Ross because Rick Ross made the song about him. And think I'm Big Meech, I think I'm Larry Hoover, and you know what I'm saying? And he always been messing with him, So you know what I'm saying? What that solidified Rick Ross as, So it's just a whole situation that we don't know, You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ruffle certain feathers and stuff like that, but if this person that's coming home, for 53 years, and he's an older dude, he went there, he was a child, or just getting to a young adult, now he's, you know what I'm saying, an elderly, you know what I'm saying? We gotta give him some type of gratitude, some type of respect, some type of, you know what I'm saying, acknowledgement, that. That's not what he's doing. He probably living a life of butterflies and ladybugs. And y'all want him to be living a life of six and pitchforks and shit like that. Nah, ladybugs and butterflies is straight. Let him live his ladybugs and his butterfly life. Why y'all trying to put him there? He don't like when y'all say, oh yeah. When y'all say, oh yeah, Larry Hoover snitching, that means that he don't fuck with good people. Y'all trying to say, like, he don't fuck with civilians. Stop the knowledge, Stop trying to slander these people in your certain ways, so these people get looked at different, when they try to come home, when they fighting greater things. They got their own fight, He's fighting for his life, He's not fighting, for no literature. He's not fighting for no content creation. He's fighting for his life, Life got meaning, Life actually got meaning, so we're going to have to act like it, Life got to be more righteous, It's crazy, Why everything got to have beef and shit like that, It's crazy because his beef with Jay Prince was over Larry Hoover, and now he's saying he snitched. Wack is... it gets like that, but the Wack got to stop doing that shit, You know what I'm saying? If people... Like, why can't you just big up people, big up certain people, let people big, stop pulling the narrative and running your politics, on this situation, ever since you started fucking with 6ix9ine, you're trying to paint narratives, so everybody, it's okay, 6ix9ine could be 6ix9ine, Larry Hoover could be Larry Hoover, these people could be this person, you don't have to paint narratives, so everybody could actually, you know what I'm saying, so he could get back in the game, no matter what you do, even if you was to tell everybody in the industry, at the end of the day, the bigger up, nigga, Jay-Z and these niggas, the people who's controlling the game or whatever the case may be, ain't allowing him to be in the game. It doesn't matter if he was or if he wasn't, That's not why he blackballed. He blackballed because he simply blackballed that the higher up simply cut him off, It doesn't matter if he was a rat, if he wasn't a rat, if he wasn't, because look at fucking Kodak, Kodak Black hangs by himself, Look at NBA Youngboy hangs by himself, and they still up, they still streaming, they still got their shit going because they stay over there, They stay to themselves, they could do whatever they want, You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different thing. And he could have there all he wants. You don't gotta keep paying narratives coming at all these big ass gangsters to make a fucking soft pillow for someone else to fall in, No one, you know what I'm saying, that pillow could be made right there, but it don't gotta be made on these niggas' names, Like, remember, none of these niggas' foundation. That's a fact. Let's stay right.
I ain't buying it. I'm gonna tell you what this is. This is a plot and ploy to try to get Larry Hoover assassinated before they release him from them state facilities. They're trying to plant a seed right now with them youngsters. Plant a seed right now in that state facility for somebody who may want to get a rep, might want to get a rep, and have an excuse of doing it. Send Mr. Hoover in his 70s to this state facility where he can finally go outside and get some fresh air and use one of these people, these youngsters, to assassinate him because they couldn't do it. You got to ask yourself, why now? They said he's going to be transferred in the next 2-3 weeks, right?
Yep, they transferred him already. He at Dixon right now.
Okay. So now he's wide open. He ain't ADX where you can't get to him, right? Okay, so now he's wide open. Hey, listen, all you youngsters out there in that Illinois state, don't fall victim to it. They trying to get you to do that dirty work. This man has been too high profile. The government, the FBI, would have released this shit. Now, I don't know who behind it. Get pizza for y'all. But it must be somebody behind it, because you're not going to get me to believe the 5 years he was out from 68 to 73, nobody knew about this. From 70.
Now that's a fact. That's a fact. Wack shouldn't never, even if he's trying to say, "Oh no, I don't agree with it. I don't." Like, what the? Well, why did you even run it, Dada? I'm saying we gotta run it, Dada, so we could make sure, Dada, that this ain't going no further. We gotta run it, Dada, so we can make sure that we gonna stop it right now, Dada. We gotta stop it right now, because it's gonna spread like wildfire, We can't allow that, You know what I'm saying? Let this dude be, No one cares about what was going on in 1968, Larry Hoover is Larry Hoover. He is solidified. He is stamped state righteous. Do not poke a fucking lion, because that's not what's going on here, You know what I'm saying? Stay more righteous than ever, bro.
23 to, I think, 97 is when he called his Fed shit. So we got 83, 93, 24 years in the state. Nobody knows about this. He's rising to his height. These dudes he the toll on, Larry Hoover went to jail and he was 24 years old on this situation. Them dudes would have spoke on this. That nigga told on us. It would have been out there somewhere, somehow, some way. Fuck it. We know a lot of them might be dead now, but what happened 24, 34, 44, 54, 60? What happened in the last 50 years from his youth to him being an elderly man? 24 hours after a pardon where they got to move him from a federal facility to a state facility, all of a sudden some snitch paperwork comes out from 1968, which could only be obtainable from the archives if you go to the court building to request it, and you would probably have to be an attorney and or those individuals that were part of the case to get this paperwork. All of a sudden it's up and it's out. Nah, and I'm quick to jump on this.
Yeah, he did it. Wack did it. He's a fucking clown, He trying to act like he didn't run that, He ran that play. That is so fucking fucked up, Wack is a fucking loser, You don't do shit like that. And then he's trying to act like he's on his side, You gotta this is the perfect thing. You gotta watch people when you're in the game, Oh my God, they act like they're on your side, then they'll backdoor your ass, Right now, look at, this is a perfect example, kids, everybody or whoever's watching, Do not let people smile in your face. This is a perfect example of smiling in your face and backstabbing you at the same time, and then trying to act like he's not doing nothing wrong, and trying to act like he would have ran and slandered him while he's slandering him, You know what I'm saying, in his own way, which is different.
Self as a federal informant, and how all of this started with the Main Street Mafia Crips and LA Lakers star Shaquille O'Neal, man. Sound crazy already, I know, man. Hey, with no further ado, man, let's get right into it. February 2008, record producer and alleged Mafia Crip Robert Ross, while parked on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, California, is approached by men he believed to also be associated with the Main Street Mafia Crips. These men directed Mr. Ross to follow them to a different location, to the home of Main Street Crip leader Liddell Del Dog Rose. It was there where Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, would testify he was beaten and told to fix his problems with Mark Stevens, a business manager who worked closely with Shaquille O'Neal. Ross would go on to testify that he also formerly worked for Shaquille O'Neal and Stevens as a music producer for artists signed to the record label Deja 34. This part of the story was like super important, man. Like I said, researching this story, man, the Main Street Mafia Crips popped up, as well as the dude Shaquille O'Neal, man. We gonna get into kind of how it all ends later, but we really wanted y'all to kind of see this part of the story because it's like a lot of coincidences, as well as, you know what I'm saying, Wack 100, you know, many times inserting himself into certain situations, including eventually this one. We really want to tell y'all this part, but we promise y'all it's gonna get to.
Why will Wack 100 insert himself in Larry Hoover's situation, because he's beefing with Jay Prince? He don't want Larry Hoover to come out, because he's beefing with certain people. Like, why would he not? Like, why would he put himself, like, he put himself in the Detroit situation? Why you put yourself in the Detroit situation? Like, you don't fuck with Rick Ross. Like, what's the situation? What is it, Dada? Like, we gotta get it. What is it, Dada? Because these people don't got no problems with you, Dada. They'll probably say what's up to you, Dada. But you just automatically feel like you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You got problems with them, Dada, or you don't want, or they're gonna have problems with you, Dada. Why would they? Why do you feel that way? Like, were you like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, Dada. What are you so guilty for? What are you guilty of, Dada? That you feel that, you know what I'm saying, no one's liking you, Dada. Niggas gonna like you, people's gonna like you. What you guilty of?
So Wack, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, court records would show that Robert Ross would testify that while he worked for Shaq, because of
peace and love. What's up, peace and love?
What happened, Dundada? GG's,
Dundadas, Hyenas, Scoop Dogs, one for Scoop Steve.
I didn't even understand that until you just said somehow you explained that. Yeah, right. He ran it, but then he acting like, oh, he ain't going for it. But you ran it though. But you ran it. If you ain't going for it, you can go for that shit off camera, off the internet. Right. I understand. Yeah. I didn't understand it at first. When you just explained that, now I understand what you're talking about. Right.
Yeah. Nah. That's fucked up. It's a fucked up situation, bro. They'll stab you in the back. You gotta watch people, Dundada. If you don't watch people, Dundada, oh, they're gonna get you, Dundada. You heard? And they're gonna do you. They're gonna do you slime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So you gotta watch them. They put you up there, Dundada. They smile in your face, Dundada. You gotta watch the wording, certain shit that they say in Dundada. It's just key words that's gonna make perfect sense. So he got like him saying, "Oh yeah, I don't believe," and then he's gonna tell us how it actually got out. Like, oh, but it actually got out by an attorney or a person who was on the case, trying to say like a reliable. He ain't saying, oh no, this is trolls, or this is this, or this is that, or what the hell this is like. But he's just saying like, oh yeah, it could be real factual information. That's what he's trying to say. How about y'all look it up? And y'all like, come on, 1968, GG.
1968, right, bro. 1968 after 50-something years in prison, bro. Are you serious? This is just like, and you could tell, like, they just really trying to do their best to tear down anybody that has some type of, I guess, threatening power. You know what I'm saying?
He was solid. Nah, that's just his job. I feel like yeah, what you're saying is right, but I feel like that's his job. His job is to do stuff like that. I think he's like a gang exterminator or a gang like something that got because he's politics. So like he got to do with something like with the gangs, and he's exterminating every gang like gangs. He's taking out gangs after gang after gang. I think that's his little forte. You know what I'm saying? He's going to gangs, and then gangs telling him whatever the case may be, and he trying to get you to tell on yourself. It matters how much he likes you to the worst he's going to do you, Dada. If he likes you, he's going to make you just, you know what I'm saying, do it to yourself. But he's going to ask the questions, but he's going to make sure it's getting done. So it's like he's like a gang regulator.
Active real gang members that have certain things, if they are standing behind this, do anything that he wants to do, he said that mean that the gang fake.
Yeah, he's like a little gang regulator. And then when niggas feel like, and I feel when people feel like, yo, I bet, boom, I fuck with Wack, boom. Not me, I'm saying like people that say that, boom, they'll say that they'll fuck with Wack, right? So if they fuck with Wack, Wack is fucking with them too, but he's just waiting for the perfect time to bark on them, and slander them, so he could feel like, yo, he can't tell me what to do. This is what's going on, but yo, you are how old? We already know that. You know what I'm saying? Like you coming at 21 Savage, you're coming at Future, you're gonna come at like you trying to say that whom? You trying to say that Trick paid off something for you, or Trick did this, or Trick, what the fuck are you talking about? Trick don't want his name and shit. What are you talking about? Oh, me and Big going out to get money from Future for the Trick. Like
he going at people that got real active wars going on. Like for real. Real
and
active war.
and he's naming certain people. So when Wack names you, and he does some shit like that, like, oh yeah, nah, you a bitch, you know we was about to get your money for Trick. Don't think that he's your friend, he just name dropped your ass, and he's about to fucking do you slime, so be careful, everybody step away from that dude, if he mentions you. Oh yeah, we trying to get the money for Trick. Why the fuck you just plant your seed on Trick? Oh hell no. What the fuck are you talking about? We never even heard no shit like that about Trick, and you automatically gonna bring it up.
If that nigga put the spotlight on you on the internet today, and if you think you're gonna respond, that's the dumbest thing. Because if you not living right and that man put the spotlight on you, you in trouble. Believe it.
That's crazy, Dada. That's crazy. He wouldn't want to fuck with us though. He wouldn't want to fuck with no. He didn't even fuck. Nigga, that nigga don't want to fuck with Aaron the plumber, bro. Like, get right, bro. Like Aaron, he don't want to fuck with Aaron the plumber. He don't want to fuck with a civilian, but you want to fuck with all the thugs and all the gangbangers and all the. But you don't want to go and fuck with Aaron. Who the fuck is Aaron the plumber, Dada? Like, Aaron the plumber got you shook, nigga. Aaron the plumber got you on some other shit, GG. So how the fuck does Aaron the plumber, a regular civilian, got you shut, silent, quiet? You don't hear not a sound. When Adam 22 or Adam 16 brings him up, Dada, what happens, Dada? He says, no, I ain't got no situation with him. I got my legal team on it. He ain't nobody. I don't want to hear it. Since when nobody is nobody to you, Dada?
Yeah.
You usually be wilding. And you was wilding, Dada. So you can't say you wasn't wilding because we heard how you was wilding on him, Dada.
He stopped wilding.
You don't like him. You say you gonna take. You say you take out mamas. Like how? Like that's what goes on. You take out mamas.
What happened? That nigga stopped that shit though, nigga. That nigga stopped that shit. That nigga got hold up like the girl he is. You know that shit for internet, bro. I told you a while back. Wack 100 has not did nothing to nobody. He is a person on the internet that gets you to listen to him because he starts arguments. Everybody love that shit now. Everybody that vibes like that, they love bullshit. They love drama. They love to see a bitch get killed. They love it. So why not pay attention to Wack 100 that starts the most ugliest arguments? He's disrespectful as fuck. And you know what I'm saying? To the world, he's entertaining. They think Charleston White, that's entertaining. They feel like that. They think that's the new entertainment to play around with street people, bro, and disrespect people. You know what I'm saying? I guess they call that comedy. I guess they call it comedy now or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the new comedy right there.
That's different, bro. That's different. You can't be slandering people's day. We're not allowing situations like that to go on, Dada. We ain't gonna be coming out whole big ass people like a fucking Larry Hoover, Dada. And this dude is actually 70 something years old, Dada. Like, get your shit together. Get a grip, Dada. Did 50 years, Dada. Never did 50 years with no fucking slander. He wasn't in a hole with these fucking with no register offenders, no nothing, Dada. This man stood solid. You trying to slander this man? Like, get a grip. That's fucked up. You don't do shit like that.
Niggas got to be careful anyway with playing around with pushing anything about a person with this powerful, bro. I don't care how much money Wack think he got. When you playing around with a man with this much power at that magnitude, you barking up the wrong tree, brother. You letting this internet shit play with you, and you running some shit that whether it's gonna be true or false, don't you run it. This way you're getting carried away. You think you can run content on anybody? No, the fuck you can't. No, the fuck you can't. You better be careful, boy. I'm telling you that the man is that powerful. How the fuck he can't make something happen to fuck you, to somebody in your family? You see what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be you. It ain't always gotta be touching you because you might be hiding so good, but everybody around you that you love is not hiding, or you don't care about nobody.
Yeah, I mean, Wack already know what he's. Well, I mean, he already know who he's working for. He already know what he's doing sometimes. So he's antagonizing. He's trying to antagonize. He's being belligerent, the data, so they could come at him, the data. They could try to, you know what I'm saying, come at him and knock him off, the data. But this is what it is. Once a nigga, the data, gets aggressive with Wack knows not to fuck. Wack ain't gonna fuck with him like that, da. He's gonna try to get him knocked off. Anybody who gets if Wack's nervous from you, he's gonna get you knocked off, da. He don't want you to be around, da. That's like the best thing for all these people, da, to do, da. Like if there is, I don't know, like these other dudes, da, like the Drake of the Rulers, or like or the YGs, or these, stay the fuck away from that person, da. Rich, you gotta stay away from Wack.
I don't think Wack 100 got no. I don't think he got no power to get nobody knocked out, bro. I think he just the internet. I feel like he done found a way how to make money on the internet, and that's as far as it go. Outside that shit, man, that man ain't, man. You heard that dude said that man ain't got no say so. The dude, King Peel, he just did a little live the other day. I think it was yesterday. He has no say so over nothing for real. This is the internet shit. He play around and get connections and talk to people, but that ain't nothing to do. You can have a
he don't got no say so to niggas because he's an internet nigga. So he don't got no say so to the real trenches or to no niggas he not involved. But nigga, he got connection to them people, dada. That's a fact, dada. You don't think he got connection to the people, bro? Like you ain't gonna put your nigga. That's like this. That's like this, dada. If I like this it's like a detective, dada. Right, you a detective, not you a detective. Let's say you a detective, and you see the same fucking dude at the fucking every murder, every fucking murder, crime scene, What you gonna do, You gonna start looking into that nigga, no matter what he's doing. If he's giving you coffee or anything, everybody's gonna start looking for. You think these boys ain't looking into Wack since he's over here always right on the side of the nigga who's getting knocked off?
Hell yeah. Shit, they already here. Nigga, they here right now. I'm just saying.
So if they looking at him, guess what he did, You gotta understand that he already been talking to them, He already been friendly with them. When them niggas bring coffee, he gives them coffee back. He has socialized, he be socializing, he have conversations. So the conversations begin. I'm not hiding nothing. Oh, the person on me, he's probably hiding something. I'll try to figure it out. And this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's regular Douglas shit.
He got mad poor. I know he got mad poor. I know he got mad poor on certain levels of getting people to tell on themselves, provoking. You know, the disrespectful shit gonna always make people really go to a level of saying they want to fuck him up or where you at. You know, he always gonna get that. And I was saying that to say this because if you are that person that's giving Wack that type of attention, you making those threats, man. I pray that you are not living wrong. Because that's how you get fucked up. Once you start playing around with this guy on this internet with all this back and forth, you already said, oh, I can go. Once I get your phone number, I get your IP address, I can do all this, and then that's how he could put the police on you. He can get you watched, as in like the attention your way. He get the attention your way, the wrong attention your way. You see what I'm saying? Like he make you the spotlight at that time if you play around with that guy, man. That's why it's dangerous to play with that guy on the internet about straightening anything. Let that man say what he say, bro, and live your
Jay Dooley, you know who Smoked Out TV is? I mean, of course that's the real Smoked Out TV. He been in here talking what he's. Shout out to him, Dada. You know who he is, Dada? Shout out to Smoked Out TV, Dada. Seemed like a cool individual, GG.
Yeah, salute Smoked Out for sure, man. For real, man. Feed your family, bro. Righteously.
Yeah, Wack is a different type of nigga than Dada. That's a motherfucking fact. So we gotta understand. We gotta stand on business than Dada when this dude is actually talking or trying to manifest people to get knocked off and not care than Dada. That is shit. That's crazy, Dada. Why you think his life, Dada? Right now, he's having a little bit of bad frequencies. Him and his girl, the R&B chick, whatever the case may be, they beef and shit like that. That's what happens. When you're doing malice and shit like that, you can't actually, you know what I'm saying, be all the way happy. Like he missed. Even if Big U's not his boy, he fuck with Big U. Like you ain't gonna be around a person that long, and you say not that you don't fuck with him. What the fuck you around him for every day? What you doing with him?
That nigga looked up to Big U, man. Come on, man. Big U is the big boss, man. That's big draws. Boy, Wack ain't in no big draws position. That money don't make you real, nigga. That money the money don't make you real. Nigga, what you mean? Niggas still hold their positions for what they've been through in life to earn that shit on that level. I ain't saying successful in life. I'm just talking about that shit they got going on, the levels they got going on. You feel me?
Looked up to a knucklehead. Looked up to another knucklehead that actually was solidified, you know what I'm saying? And whatever the case may be, but that's different. Let's play a little bit more of this segment.
Ross's criminal past was sometimes asked him to like do weird shit that he didn't feel like was in the music producer job title. It's also alleged around this time that Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, he met Shaq's wife and allegedly may have had an affair with her. and secretly recorded a sex tape. This sex tape would be something that Ross would admit that he told Shaq and Mark Stevens about only weeks before this encounter with the Main Street Crips. In July of 2008, after word was spread about the kidnapping, ultimately affecting Ross's business, the disgruntled producer would take his information to the LA County Sheriff, claiming Shaq and Mark Stevens paid the Main Street Crips to kidnap him and get him to give up the tape. Also during this meeting, Robert Ross would admit the sex tape was a hoax meant to extort Shaq and Stevens for a larger cut in their music business. As a result, a wiretap would be placed on Mark Stevens and Ladell Rowell's phone. Now let's get to Wack 100. Wack 100, aka Cash Jones, by 2008, is a part-time music manager, part-time street politician, and full-time trucking company CEO. Being a former associate of Suge Knight and a Blood Gang member, Wack admits many people in the streets looked at his successful trucking company as a front. But Wack says he always did legitimate business through his companies. It was also during this time that Wack 100, aka Cash Jones, claims he was neighbors with a high-ranking Crip named Stutterbox, aka Robert Ross. Coincidentally, Wack 100 also at this time managed Ray J, who was signed to a joint venture between Mark Stevens' label and Suge Knight's Death Row Records. Like I said, man, doing the research on this video, like we ran into like hella weird coincidences.
So that your boy the boy was legitimate. The dollar, what you feeling? The dollar, he was neighbors with Stutterbox though. I mean, Wack got little connections though.
I ran into that dude when I was in Cali. That dude Stutterbox.
You ran into him?
Yeah, I ran into that nigga Stutterbox in Herlong.
And what happened?
Herlong, California. It wasn't nothing shit. He was in the open yard.
You said what's up to him?
No, you know, he was a gang member. You know, I really ain't too much fuck with that gang shit. I had some good friends that were gang members, but you feel me? No.
What you saying that you got knocked off? You got knocked off in California, nigga?
I got sent to California.
You got sent to California, so you was on the yard with him. You got sent there from you did a federal bid, nigga.
Yeah, no doubt.
How long you do, bro? Cause why you never fucking stuff this shit? You did say you got knocked off for like 2 years, right? That was you, or not?
No, I did 7 years.
You did 7?
Yeah.
Why you never elaborate on this?
Because I didn't come on glorify that. I just told you I had ran the Stutterbox. That was it. I didn't come on glorify my situation.
I know, but Kev always saying, you know what I'm saying, like, Kev, he be staying down. I did my da. You could have been like,
yeah, but you know, Kev is on a more political standpoint. Me personally, yeah. I didn't never take that route. I didn't even take no route. You know, I breezed through, bro. You feel me? I never got adapted to that shit ever.
So you off papers and everything?
Hell, fuck yeah. That shit is done good. That shit over with.
So you did 7?
Yeah.
All right. You damn the data. So you ran into Stutterbox. Who else you ran into?
I ran into Big Meech's brother Terry FINGURE. I ran into him in Carolina. He never came out the dorm.
You ran into him. All right. You was in the same thing as him. That's what's up.
Yeah.
He never came out the dorm, so you never really actually seen him or talked to him.
Yeah, he didn't never come out to eat. He never came out to eat. He never came. He didn't have to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I read into Trick Daddy old partner. What his name is? What it do? The little Haitian dude, the little Haitian guy, Trick Daddy old rap partner. His name was the guy who Trick Daddy used to rap with. What his name was? The fucking guy,
So Stutterbox is locked up still or something?
But I don't know. I don't even know. That was during the time I was did my little.
Oh, you just ran into him. You just seen him. He had a name on the yard or something. He had a name on the yard. So how how does that work? So how does that work? If you wasn't a gang member, so what that means? Like what happens? What happens in the yard with you?
Shit, I just don't never. I'm not on count. I'm just neutral.
So you never talk to nobody. You stay out
Hell
the way.
yeah. Oh fuck yeah. No. I would say I just want no gang time, but fuck yeah. What you mean? I talk to everybody.
To who? To like people from your state?
Yeah, it's called a car. It's called a down south car. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it determines where you gonna be like at, what section you in, shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what I was in. I was in a down south car, but I was homies with niggas all over though. You feel me? I had homeboys out of Chicago, Texas, Carolina. When I was in Cali, I had homeboys out of the whole South. You know what I'm saying? Carolina, Louisiana, Chicago. I used to work out with a nigga from New York. My dog, New York. I had like 2 partners from New York, and I had a partner from Carolina. I had a lot of niggas out of Texas too, man. Them niggas out of Texas, man. I learned a lot about Texas and shit, you know. Yeah. And I learned a lot about a lot of shit, like how people take certain situations different, like as in like if you in something, you know what I'm saying. Then I had a chance to learn about the real people who really run that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, yeah, we blacks, whatever. We got a story to tell. But when I tell you, dog, the Spanish race, homie. The Spanish race, my nigga, to me, my nigga, is the biggest organization besides the government in the world. You know that?
Nah, I don't.
Dog, listen to me, bro. I know blacks got a story, whatever. They got their little gang, inner city gangs. They got their Bloods and Crips. But where I was at, bro, they had no numbers like the Mexicans, bro. The Spanish race is the biggest, largest numbers-wise gangs all over the world, bro. Straight up. Besides, I guess if you go to Africa or Haiti or some shit like that. But when I tell you in America, bro, I take that back. I say the Muslims too. I learned that the 2 biggest real gangs in the world are the Muslims and the fucking Spanish people. Bloods and Crips.
Maybe because you don't understand them that you think that they so fucking.
No, I ain't gotta think it. I was right there with that shit. I got a chance to touch that shit. I got a chance to see that, nigga. They can't even talk to me, nigga. Walking, nigga. Oh, yeah? Nigga can't even talk to me, nigga. They couldn't even talk to me. They couldn't even, dog. They couldn't even talk to me, dog. That's how serious that shit is in the dog. Some places, especially in the West Coast. That West Coast politics shit. Man, that shit different, dog. Man, that shit is aggravating. That shit racist. That shit is segregated racist like a motherfucker, bro. I mean, dog, you would never imagine the racism that
so Spanish.
It ain't about no white people racist, bro. It's politic racist.
Yeah, just you gotta say for your down and shit like that. So they don't talk to you. They didn't talk to you at all.
Yeah, no, they couldn't talk to me, bro. A lot of them couldn't talk to me, bro.
So when you say you talk to more white boys, that kind of I don't know.
I couldn't even really talk to them. What is you talking about? Hell no. What?
You can't talk to them either though.
You can't even really talk to them either, though. That shit
racist. You can't either though. You can't either. So you wasn't even trying to talk to them. So how the
even though I was not an active gang member or never been a gang member, you still got rules to follow. I wouldn't give a motherfucker because the car where you from, nigga, they'll straighten you. So you gonna get a punishment either way. You know,
that's why I'm telling you that. How can you say it's so racist, nigga, if you're doing the same thing as them? You're not fucking with them either, though. So you can't say that.
No.
Did you try to talk to them, nigga? Like, yo, what's up? And they was like, oh shit, nah.
So now listen to me.
No English.
Understand what I'm telling you. Them niggas got a big policy. I'm a civilian that is in a world that, bitch, I really don't fit in, but I do fit in because I committed my crime and I'm there. But in the day, the real world that exists inside that shit, nigga. Yeah. Nigga, what you talking about?
You're not flagging. You don't got like you're on your own, nigga. You're independent. You're on your own shit.
But it's still rules within that system that stay.
That's what I'm saying though. You can't be so like you can't say that they so strict if you wasn't trying to be like, you know what I'm saying, trying to like Bump
What
shoulders
you
with
mean?
them.
You trying to make me? What you trying to make me?
Like you saying that they strict, that they don't fuck around with, they're not gonna fuck with you, but you didn't even try to fuck with them. Maybe if you did try,
Nigga, because I know better, nigga. What you mean? I just told you, nigga. It's a system.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Way before our time, that nigga nobody can change. I just told you. That's when I learned the real true power of the world, nigga.
Yeah,
they made it that way, and just imagine what's going on the outside of this world that you can't. You know what I mean? The real shit that you would never see on the internet, nigga. This internet shit is jokes. And
that was in Cali. Cali's like that. So when you was you went to a southern one. The southern ones ain't so political like that. Right?
You talking about over there? You talking about in Carolina?
Yeah. How was it over there in Carolina? It was a little bit more laid back. You could speak to certain people and shit like that. Whatever the case may be.
Nah, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. I'm talking about this federal shit, politics, same thing. Is so. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I can't say it wasn't. It wasn't. It's the same thing.
Now I'm saying because if you gonna like if you were in the federal system, if you in the federal system somewhere in fucking in New Jersey or New York, whatever the federal system
is. It depends on what level you on. If you had a camp,
all right.
A pen, super, shit like that.
All right. So you say all USP. You say all USP is the same
with people. It's levels to your communication. You gotta be at a certain level for the communication to be not worried about.
Yeah.
Going home, you just go outside this shit and then come back.
So you never spoke to a Spanish person or a white person while you was knocked off.
In what way? In school?
Being cool with them, like yo, what's up? My
nigga, you talking about in school?
Like niggas just like chilling with them, like nigga, go and get you need a snack, I got you the snack. You need a snack, I got you the snack.
Hell no. Fuck no. Hell no. Especially when I was in Cali. Hell fuck no. Hell no. You got that. All right. I don't know, bro. I know what I learned.
You gotta be a people first. You gotta know how to speak.
I had respect. I learned the hard way. I didn't learn a way. Well, it's not like that. It ain't like that. Yeah. Well,
it's all right.
California, it's like that. You gotta have respect and respect what's going on, my nigga. Straight up.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying. Just stay up out of that shit. That's what I gotta say. But you're gonna have to get in it. See, this is how you get in it. You can get in it by choice of riding for your race. Because it
ain't no getting in it.
Yeah. Hold up. Yeah, you can get in it. You can get in it. Or doing
no. Because this is educational purposes. So at the end of the day, niggas won't never be there. You will never be there.
No. Understand what I'm saying. I'm talking about for the people that make decisions. It's forever. It's a right and a wrong. If it was all right, the real couldn't go spin. So it's always gonna be a positive and a negative in this world, regardless of whatever.
Yeah.
Always. I'm talking about decisions that you have to make it's 4 situations, brother, in a situation like that. Because why? Because you can be there and you can be in the middle of a movement, going to your dorm or going to child, and it could be a breakout of go to try to stab you because of your race. So that's the only way you can get put in. You're gonna have to survive during that moment. But a choice to go to the rec yard, on a move where it's going to be all right, you can stay in the dorm, but then you got to be protected in the dorm too. Because if the people that's going through it on the rec yard and you don't go to the shoot at night after your people had a big riot on the pound, you subject to die the next day. Because all your people gone. It was a move. They shipped half of the yard in the shoe because it was a riot and the majority of your people left. So this war still gonna go if they let you out, but most likely after a riot they're gonna have the pound shut down. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna have that shit up. They gonna have that bitch shut down until you're gonna be looking out your window and you're gonna see 2 people walk to the warden's office, and it's gonna be a representative from the down south car or the Midwest car or the West, or representative, and they're gonna go to that warden's office and they're gonna say it's no more blood gonna be shed and we straight. And I guarantee hours of that next day, the whole town.
That's different, Dada. So you ain't see no mixed race intertwined. No mixed
Yeah,
race.
yeah, I did, but it's on education in school, shit like that in school.
Yeah.
But we can't sit together at lunch.
Yeah. Oh, at lunch you can't. I can't.
No.
At lunch I can't be like, yo, come over here, Dada, come over here, peace of love.
We can't even really be in the same cell together.
You heard?
Huh?
I'm like, yo, fuck that. If I'm like, yo, fuck that essay, I'm fucking with peace and love. He my home, he my brother. You're not gonna stand up with me either.
It ain't about that. It's bigger than us. We can't ever.
I know, nigga, but I'm just saying, nigga, if you knew your boy, you gonna not talk to your boy.
That situation.
I'm saying, if you grew up, nigga, if you grew up, right? If you grew up in your city, right? In your city, you got a friend that you grew up with your whole life. He's Spanish, and you got a white boy that you grew up. So y'all was into your white boy's lit. Your white boy's lit, he's lit. Your Spanish boy's lit.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
lit.
they're gonna deep. Listen, that mean that you're not all the way Mexican, and you have somewhat different type of culture or living inside of you. That's gonna be, you're gonna be deemed as neutral. That means if anything happens to you, none of your race can help you. I'm
not saying that. I'm talking about you. Like you grow up, you got your friends, right? So your friends white, one of friends. So one of them they get to the federal system before you, and when they got there, before you. So when they got there, they started fucking with the right race, and they meet deep with the right race. They never had no other black homie. You was his only black homie. He was fucking around the thing, but he fucks with you. He's lit. He helped you out in a couple of situations, whatever. So now you got your Spanish boy, you know what I'm saying? Your Spanish boy, your Spanish boy straight Spanish, you know what I'm saying? But he comes out, he fucks with you. But when he goes in the house, nigga, his mom, his grandpa, everybody's Spanish, nigga, his cousins, everybody, cartel heavy over there. But he comes out, he can play with you. It is what it is. They don't give a fuck. It's the outside world. When he gets locked up, what's gonna happen, with y'all? That nigga's not speaking.
I just told you, listen.
It's gonna be neutral.
That's gonna be explained as neutral. Y'all can work out together. Y'all can do all that shit. But if anything happen, you have to go on your side, bro. No matter what.
Yeah. I see. No matter what, you gotta go over there.
You can buck the system and be neutral. Damn right, you can do that. You can be on grown man time, but you're on your own. You're on your own.
Yeah. So life is colors. How is it in Florida? How is it where you like it's a little bit more racial over there where you at, or no? Like, do you feel not at all?
It is for the people that got the money. Yeah, the people that got the money, that's the only race. The only racial shit I think I see is people that think they better than you because they got more than you. But other than that, there, bro, you see the same exact thing happen to everybody.
All right.
From, bro. It's no such thing. It's doing the same.
I feel like if people is living in that time of a racial or this type of thing, they're living in the past. They're living like way in the past. They're not even living out north. They're not educated enough to actually just live. Human beings is a race. Humans.
Let me tell you something. What's crazy? What people got to stop.
Girl,
you got to stop living in the past, because guess what has changed? You have an opportunity to have something now. So why are you worried about the time? Now you can go obtain the same power that they have. You know, what are you mad about? A little child, just like have power the president got. Right now, a child can have $1 billion.
You know what changed my perspective? I was like, people not really too smart, because when I go, like, if I go somewhere where it's sunny, I get dark. So if I lived there my whole life, of course I'm gonna be black. I would have been way darker than what I am now. You know what I'm saying? When I go somewhere where there's not too much fucking sun, I get lighter than Dada. It's just like you over here fucking thinking that someone is something different than Dada, but they not the Dada. They was just in the sun, the Dada. They live in Africa or they live over here, so they've been there so long, the Dada, so they start getting darker and darker and darker. And the complexion, the Dada, no matter what, GG, it's gonna happen, GG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's why I was like, yo. People got shit confused on Dada. Like they living in a modern time, Dada. We gotta be more aware, Dada. But me, I always looked at life different, so I can see people when I see people for like being good and being, you know what I'm saying, genuine or this or not kind or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You see people for character. You don't see people for actually like race or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want, like, not that I don't want to be around that I could teach a person, you know what I'm saying? but you really wouldn't want to be around a person who don't care for themselves. You know what I'm saying? That means that they don't give a fuck. A person who don't care for themselves, that means that why would they give a fuck about washing their hands and doing certain shit? So why would you? I don't want to dap up someone who don't care a fuck about themselves, who don't care about washing their hands, who don't care about certain shit. You gotta care about.
It's so weird. It's so weird when people say that about themselves. Like, how can you say you don't care? That means you're dead. That means you're dead.
They just don't care. No. So people just don't take shit to consideration. I don't mean they dead, but they can die.
It's dead flesh. Dead flesh, bro. like, come on, bro. You gotta.
Yeah, they don't take shit. They ain't taking shit for consideration for shit that really have meaning. They don't care, nigga. They just don't care. Nigga. They just don't care. They just care about what the fuck they doing. I know people like that. They just give a fuck about eating. They gonna eat the data. They don't give a fuck. They gonna look down and eat the data. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna look around. They're not gonna do nothing.
But the crazy thing about it, bro, listen to me. The crazy thing about it, as I see certain things happen and you get tired of certain things in the end, it's like you build a don't care. You build a don't care after so many.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I just say, like it's like a walking dead soul. Your soul is walking, but your flesh is dead because you've been through so much and you're just so drained from it. So it's like now I don't care. Now that type of I don't care, but if you just got this cold ass,
even that type of I don't care. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Life beats you down.
Yeah, it does, but you gotta be strong, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand that I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I got a mom and shit like that, and she's older, so you know what I'm saying? She raised her kids, so now the grandkids, she really gonna be way more lenient, you know what I'm saying? And now you gotta stand on business, because you gotta teach everybody the right way to be living, so you gotta 100%. Teach yourself and always teach yourself to learn, to grow. Every day, you're growing. It's a new year, bro. It's time to become, you know what I'm saying, a better person. Not a better person, but a stronger person, a more righteous person, or more, you know what I'm saying, healthier person. Health is wealth. Living long is what you need. You know what I'm saying, a boring life.
I feel like for the ones this world, what it's going to be. Sometimes we win, and sometimes we lose. As in, like people that grab stuff and open.
I gotta run to the restroom real quick. Give me a second.
So, that's what it has to be in this world. It's a balance, no matter what, man. It's life. It's going to be some people going to get it, some people not going to get it. Going to have to continue the cycle unless you're just going to drop out the race. Dropping out the race means go ahead and go. It's life. It's a part of the cycle. When we go up, they say what is up must go down, and what's down must go up. So I let you know. That's the same as the earth is turning right now. Turning around and around and around and around and around, bro. Every day, every second.
That's offending, Dandara. That is offending. That's a fact, man. So, more or less, GG, we gotta stay. What we doing? What we doing from here? We gotta stay more grounded, GG. You heard? Now, peace of love. We gotta have to stay more grounded, for these people can actually have you know what I'm saying? Actually understand that life actually has meaning, It actually has meaning, but it's bad, when you ignorant to shit with certain shit, It's a lot of distractions, GG. There's a lot of distractions in the world. So, boom, if you don't knowledge shit, you can't talk to certain shit, that you ain't gonna know that it's distractions. It's okay for people could think like however the fuck they want to think. You feel like, oh shit, this person is distracted by my hair. Fuck it, let them be distracted. They're gonna be distracted by my hair, by the way I talk. They distracted by that shit gets them a little bit annoyed, It's okay, because they can't get you annoyed, No, nothing can get you annoyed, from what another person is doing, So they a little distracted by the way niggas talking shit like that. So they acknowledge they little, because they so worried about how you talking. Like, oh my god, he just says that. They're not really looking at the whole spectrum or the whole outlook of the whole thing that's going on. You know what I'm saying? They just look at
a lot of for that. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't be there to get, comfortable with trying to understand, you know, oh fuck that shit. I don't know what the fuck. You know, it's how it goes.
Cause you automatically think that it's something foolish coming from it.
Exactly. Because you don't understand.
Yeah, this thing is saying the data, GG, the data, this and that, the data. You heard what I'm saying? They gonna be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I told you, hey, Rock, I told you about.
Huh?
That's too much sauce, man. You dropping that sauce on them too much, man.
Nah, it's all right. The data, they gonna have to. You got look at either you can't teach people to pay attention, but if you talk and then you keep talking the data right, and they just don't get it the data, maybe they'll start to get it a little bit. If they ask a question, you know what I mean, you gotta have to ask questions and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? It's good to educate, you know what I'm saying, to help, you know what I'm saying, the mind, you know what I'm saying, you work your mind in patterns of data, you play certain games of data, certain shit that data is going to get you, you know what I'm saying, to your mind running, you know what I'm saying, getting exercise the data, and you know what I'm saying, you elaborate, you got to exercise your mind. Absolutely. You got to exercise your mind. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be talking the data and all these distractions is in the world of data and everything's getting distracted the data. You could go make a fucking cake, but no, here you go at the store, the data, you want to grab a Twinkie. The data is right there. It's already made. The data, you know what I'm saying? Is it going to taste as good as the one that you're going to make at home? Maybe the data, maybe not the data, but you know the one that you make at home, the data, it feels different, the data, the cake, how you make it, everything, the data. An apple crumb, the data at the store, is going to be better if you make it from scratch at home, the data. Or like everything that you make at a store, you're going to grab at a store, something like that. You made it from scratch, it's going to be way more fresher. It's going to last longer. You know what I'm saying? Making a pie, imagine making a pie from scratch. I'm talking about even the inside of it and everything, the data, everything, the data. You make that shit from scratch. Making bread from scratch, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That shit's, and you do certain shit like that, the data, but yeah, what niggas do, the data, we distracted, the data, we're distracted. We're distracted by certain shit that makes people feel that they need to make people like them. You know what I'm saying? People could simply like you, the data, or you can have certain shit, the data, that can make people like you. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is, the data.
Absolutely.
Like, I heard one of my niggas, the data, you know what I'm saying? They were just like, more or less like, oh yeah, nah, I like, people like me when I got money and shit like that. The data, whatever the case may be, money's like oxygen. And I was like, damn, hold your breath right now, the data. Let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And he's about to, you know what I'm saying, you passed the fuck out right now. You're dying, nigga. Stop playing with yourself, the data. Just because people like you, the data, because you got money in your pocket or whatever the case may be, you can't, you know what I'm saying? That's fake love. You know what I'm saying? You got to acknowledge it. People could like you, you know what I'm saying? You can have money. You could be, people could meet you. You can't think the data, it is what it is, the data. It's not about that, you know what I'm saying? But more or less, the data, if that's what it is, you got to watch it, GG. You're going to have to watch it, the data. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Real love is genuine, the data, and that's how you make it far. That's how you're gonna make it further in life, the data. And love, the data ain't. I'm not talking about love, like oh shit, like you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about real love, the data, genuine, pure intentions, the data. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying. Not really hating the data, like not worry too much, the data. You don't got them thoughts. You wouldn't even think what other people be thinking, the data, because you wouldn't understand the data till people start thinking. You know what I'm saying? Or they start talking. Like somebody I was next to, the data. He was looking at somebody. I was like, yo, what you looking at, the data? He said, yo, that dude's annoying, the data. I killed him like 1,000 times in my head. I said, what? And it blew my mind, the data. Like, so you sitting here thinking you killed this man 1,000 times in your motherfucking head, the data. That don't make no sense. But it shows you that the world is like that, the data. You know what I'm saying?
It's like it's upside down, bro.
You see a nigga digging his nose, nigga. He don't give a fuck. He's about to dap you up. Why would I want to dap you up with my boogers in my hand? I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But niggas will do it. It's just you gotta watch situations, GG.
Niggas fucking shake that bitch with that bitch.
So yeah, so more or less if it's like, oh yeah, I don't care, more or less damn, so you don't care to be cleansed, to be clean, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to dap you up, honestly, GG, you know what I'm saying? Because I care, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You dap me up, you don't care, nigga about to wipe his hand, and go wipe his sweat, and try to dap you up or something like that. That's disrespectful.
They do it all the time
to me, nigga. That's disrespectful, bro. But people won't even acknowledge that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because it's not a bad thing. People do it all the fucking time. What you talking about? You do it, I do it. We sweat it. We might, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully I got a rag or a paper towel or something like that. That's why I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna use my hand. I'm gonna use my shirt or something. I would never use my hand, because both of them use my hand for. It wouldn't make sense, but other people would. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch it, man. So people could be on the same level as you, so you could prosper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Find that right avenue to you know what I'm saying. Don't use capitalize off the bad to go up. That shit it's so old. You know what I'm saying? It's better ways, it's better ways, man.
That's a fact.
Dog eating dog to get the way you need to be, man. That shit running out. That's what they for, man. You know, now you know for nothing. For absolutely nothing, man. You still gonna be, and when it's gonna make
and like the dog eating dog situation, the people saying that, you know what I'm saying, the dog eating dog situation, motherfuckers don't gotta be on that time, because it don't even make sense why a dog want to eat the dog. This dog want to eat this other dog, because the nigga wash his hands and he's telling you to wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, oh fuck, he's telling me to wash my hands. I ain't trying to fuck with that. Like, what the fuck, that shit's different. Wack started that rumor. Now, Wack's different, we don't fuck with that situation. Wack started the rumor. He put it out, we're not fucking with the situation. Larry Hoover, he's solid. He solidified, he did 53, 56 years, he stood down. He stood strong. Hopefully he came out. Hopefully he could come out, be righteous, live the rest of his life, in peace and harmony, you know what I'm saying, ladybugs and butterflies, and make whatever he, you know what I'm saying, and make his last memories the greatest, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, eat what he wants, the good things, you know what I'm saying, go enjoy, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, adventures, whatever the case may be, because when you're that, you know what I'm saying, you at an older age, Gigi, we ain't got time for the gimmicks or the mediocre shit. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
That's a fact. That's a thing. We don't got time for that shit. So if Wack started the rumor, you know what I'm saying? Wack just understands that he's always playing. Like, at the end of the day, Larry Hoover don't know nothing about the internet. He ain't hear that shit. He's throwing rocks at a fucking thing that he can't reach. That nigga can't hear that shit. We're not listening to what the fuck he's saying. But we right here, we gonna clean up the weeds before he hears it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody, you know what I'm saying, stay more righteous than ever, GG. That's a fact, but you know what I'm saying? Everyone ain't trying to hear that shit, He don't hear that, Like, that don't even make sense to him. He's just like, whatever. Why do people do that? That's weird, all right? Like, the man's fighting for his life, you over here doing some whole other shit, That's offending. So let's see what else Wack could be doing.
Like that, bro. Live next door to him. They became friends. He also was in business with Mark Stevens through Death Row Records and Ray J. And it was just a million different ways that like this story was twisted and turning, man. And it kind of like it slowed me down for people that don't know. That video hit World Star maybe like 2 days ago. During the process of doing our research, we happened to reach out to LAOG Spider Loc. We spoke with him, and he introduced us to the boy Deuce. For people who don't know, we got Spider Loc on the call, and then just give him your name, bro, just so that everybody understand, like, where you coming from.
I'm Deuce Sims, CEO of Active Chucks, and I also run the podcast Damu and Keyway Conversations. Wack 100 interviewed with academics and Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'm a blood, homie, like from South Central LA. That's not something we condone, and that reflects on my community. So I seen him in Death of the Cloud Chaser room, Big Chuck room, and I questioned him on that. Like he was talking about Big U going to see Jim Jones, and I'm like, well, he said, well, yeah, he gonna fuck with him because he haven't seen no paperwork. I said, well, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Till you see the paperwork, you don't just treat him out. You don't go do a crime with him because you hear speculation, but you don't just, you know what I'm saying, jump to no conclusions. he was like, yeah, that's how I go. I said, okay, but what in your situation, you don't need to see the paperwork. Tekashi 69 is publicly exposed as a federal informant, this and that. You don't see the hypocrisy in that? And then we went back and forth, and he was like, look, I see you understand the street shit, but where I'm at with my business, you not there, but I wasn't supposed to come in this room. I think the reason I came in this room was to get with you. If you want to do business and whatever you got going on, you need some help, holler at me. I hit him in his back channel and let him know I ain't on no bullshit with you. I just did 8 years in state prison, 10 years before that in federal prison. But I ain't trying to deal with you because I'm looking at it like he's a potential rat.
Following Ross, aka Stutterbox, telling the authorities about him being kidnapped by his own gang, he would go on to seemingly continue to live the same gangster lifestyle. Knowing that yet known Main Street was under investigation, and no one knew Ross was the main witness. In an interview with Bomb First, Wack 100 claims that he became friends with Stutterbox because they were neighbors, and that they would occasionally hang out with girls. Wack 100 would go on to claim that one of the women he hung out with, he would later go on to see at the Wilshire Federal Building, dressed in a law enforcement uniform. Wack would go on to claim that these girls that he met while hanging out with Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, they asked him about drug buys and different things like this happened when he would hang out with him. In his interviews, he claims that it's these types of encounters that he believed led to an investigation on him. And, that's why his house was raided and all of these things. And like I said, it sounds very convenient. It sounds very plausible. But in later years, when Wack speaks about this arrest, and even when, he goes and gets cops to speak on his behalf about this arrest, it's never about drugs. And he claims that these women who were with Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, he claims that these women were asking him about kilos and drugs, and I guess they thought maybe he used his trucks to transport drugs. But then when he gets his house raided, it's not about drugs. These type of stories, man, it's very important that like I said, we don't want to be first, man, but we want to be right. And the big thing about this story is that that video that hit World Star, a lot of people considered that video, kind of retaliation for some things that Wack 100 and others have kind of been spreading, some false stories about Nipsey Hussle's death. And that was something that we took into account, when we spoke with the OG Spider Low, when we spoke with the dude Deuce, and we really, when we did our own due diligence, and that was one of the main reasons why we was like, man, we really want to add our own due diligence into this. And I told them dudes, like, look, I want to make sure that it don't look like this is coming from a person who don't like Wack 100. You see what I'm saying? Because it's one thing not to like somebody, and it's a whole nother thing to, literally lay out layer by layer exactly, why this dude is an informant and why he's basically admitted to it in interviews if you're able to piece the entire story together. So when we spoke with Deuce specifically, man, and Big U, his name came up. This is what he had to say about, Big U's involvement in the production of this original video about Wack 100.
Bro,
Then he jumped on No Jumper and implicated Big U in a conspiracy to commit murder, insinuating that it was done because Nipsey Hussle was up next for the grid contract.
On top of that, he bring Loose Lip Cannon on No Jumper, coerce him, and have him also implicate him in supplying guns to the Rolling 60s.
After he already been saying Big U is the subject of a potential RICO case right now. He the one that told the world that. He been trying to say the feds is interested in Big U for RICO scenarios, and then he doubled down and come out there and talking about he's been selling 20 guns and all that. Wow.
And extortion. He implicated him in 3 different crimes. Well, total 5 different crimes because he listed 3 names in extortion.
That nigga said Rick Ross and Meek Mill didn't even know Big U sent you, huh? Wow.
Right. Yeah, straight rats. But think about this also, bro. He said that I went on Federal Bureau of Prison website, right? If you go on there, type in Lamonte Sims, black, age 45, my case is gonna come out. It shows that I was released 2011 from federal custody, right? I'm no longer on federal probation or supervised release, none of that shit.
Okay.
But when he said that he had a RICO coming, and at another time they said he got picked up and the RICO was already coming. First of all, if you don't know the RICO coming because it's sealed until it drops. You understand what I'm saying? So the only way you would know that a RICO was coming, if it was true, was if you had information from the police.
And Hono Hunter think he got it figured out. Don't even know. Big U was surprised to see it on World Star. Everybody know Big U got the World Star plug. Goofy. That you didn't tell no secret.
So why is
you
people
figure something out, nigga?
So why is people saying that this? Yeah, like I was gonna say, a lot of fans are saying this just like get back for the shit that they put on No Jumper. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, you know what you say, a lie unchallenged becomes the truth.
Facts.
So perhaps it is an answer, but it's not a fabrication, it's not a production.
Right. Well, let me tell you this, bro. I already worked on this. You've seen the other 3 videos. I don't have a louder voice of them. I needed a marketing plan, a marketing strategy. So when what's the name? When Big U seen it, he said, bro, more people need to hear this. I got the Checking In podcast. If you give me a license, I can let them promote it for you.
On August 5th, 2008, only 5 months since the kidnapping of Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, a 7-minute wiretap conversation was recorded. The target of the wiretap is Mark Stevens, and he is recorded on the line with another target, Lindell Dale Dog Rouse, the alleged leader of the Main Street Mafia Crips. During the call, Stevens is recorded asking Dale if he wants to speak with the Wack boy, to which Dale declines. Stevens goes on to say that he doesn't help him, and that he called him out of the blue just the day before, August 4th, with the request. This recorded wiretap will also be transcribed for future court proceedings. In the official wiretap transcript document, and before you actually get to the conversation, it is noted that the man police refer to as confidential source 2, aka Back, is stated as the person attempting to get in contact with Dale Dog through Mark Stevens. In this exact conversation, Stevens refers to the same man who wants to speak with Dale as the Wack boy. Coincidentally, the Wack boy, aka CS2, aka Back, was calling to inform Stevens and Dale that Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox, was an informant, and they were likely under investigation. Eventually, 7 Main Street Crips, along with alleged leader Liddell Dale Dog Rouse, were arrested and charged with the kidnapping of Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox. NBA star Shaquille O'Neal would even be questioned about his reported ties to the Main Street Crips, but Shaq was eventually cleared. Ultimately, the overall lack of evidence and inconsistency in Robert Ross's original story led to the charges being dropped.
What we want to do is we just want to lay out the facts. We want to lay out things that if you go through yourself, all of
Shaq was a big dog, huh? Bless. Oh yeah, Shaq was a big dog, huh? Peace of love, GG. That nigga was on some different. That's a fact, GG. That nigga was on some whole different shit, GG. Wack is different, bro. What's it like? Yeah, yo, I don't know. Wack is a whole different type of, like, I don't know. He's different, GG. He's actually different, bro. But everybody's coming to the same conclusion, I guess. That's offending.
Wack basically saying that he is or was a confidential informant in a case from all the way back in 2008. Now, there's a lot to this story, a lot of moving parts, but I'm going to do my best to lay it out for y'all and break down everything that's going on and how we got to the point where Wack is allegedly being exposed for snitching and everything that's transpired since I'll cover too. So this World Star documentary dropped, and in it, they cover the case of the Main Street Mafia Crips and a kidnapping that happened to a man named Robert Ross, better known in the streets as Stutterbox. So the story basically starts in 2008 when Robert Ross is parked on the Sunset Strip in Los Angeles and is approached by members of the Main Street Mafia Crips, a gang that he himself is a part of. The members instructed Jones to follow them to the house of the Main Street Mafia Crips leader, Liddell Del Dar Rose. It was there that Robert Ross, better known as Stutterbox, was beaten and told that he needed to fix any problems that he was having with a man named Mark Stevens. Now, Mark Stevens was famously a business partner of NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal's. The two ran a record label together called Deja 34, and it was here that Stutterbox worked alongside the two in the role of a producer. So what problems was Stutterbox having that would cause his own gang to kidnap him and beat him and tell him to fix? Well, according to court records, it all stemmed from an affair Stutterbox was allegedly having with Shaq's wife. Not only that, but also over an alleged extortion attempt from Stutterbox. Now, Stutterbox testified that he had become close with Shaq through their business dealings, but that he had also become close with Shaq's wife and began to have an affair with her. He also said that he had a sex tape of Shaq with another woman, not his wife, that was recorded on his home security system. Stutterbox said that Shaq and Mark Stevens were looking to sign Ray J to their record label, and Stutter was kind of helping broker the deal, but felt like he wasn't getting a fair cut of the money when the deal went down. So he told Shaq and Mark about his affair with Shaq's wife and also revealed to him that he had this tape of Shaq and this other woman. Now, Stutterbox was doing this in an attempt to extort Mark and Shaq out of more money from the music. According to him, this is what led to him being snatched up by the gang and taken to the leader Liddell's house, where he was again allegedly beaten. He also says that while this was happening, Liddell was telling him to give up the tapes that he was using to extort Shaq and Mark. And at this point, Stutterbox testified that he couldn't give up the tape because it had been recorded over. And even though he knew he didn't have the tape, he was still attempting to use it as a tool to extort the two. Now, after the kidnapping in July of 2008, Stutterbox decided to take this information about the kidnapping to the LA County Sheriffs, claiming that Shaq and Mark had paid the Main Street Mafia Crips to kidnap him and get him to turn over the tapes. As a result, a wiretap was placed on Mark Stevens and Liddell Rose's phones. Now, this is where Wack 100 gets brought into the situation. In 2008, Wack was a part-time street politician, a CEO of a trucking company, and trying to make a name for himself in the music industry too by managing artists. An artist who he was managing at the time was Ray J, who, remember, is the person that Shaq and Mark were trying to sign when Stutterbox tried to extort him. Wack 100 even claimed that he was neighbors with Stutterbox at one point and that they became friends. He says that he knew Stutterbox was a rat after he was hanging out with Stutterbox and some females that Stutterbox had with him, and one of the girls asked him something about 5 keys. Now, Wack says he didn't give the woman no info, but he said that a while later, his house was raided, and when he went to the Wilshire building, which is a federal building, he seen one of them same girls that was asking him about the 5 keys at the building in FBI uniform. And Wack basically says that this is when he knew Stutterbox was an informant of some kind.
Everybody in the streets knew that situation. Everybody in the streets watched that man go to CCB court on 7, 8 of his homeboys and line them up and tell. I knew the inner workings of it because we was neighbors. I just didn't know he had went to the police. I didn't know he was a working informant for the feds initially. And the feds, I believe, then referred him to LAPD, which was Greg Cadence. I didn't come to know about Greg Cadence till after my door was kicked in, my wife was handcuffed, and they took a bunch of my files down to the Wilshire building, the federal building. There would be times that Stutterbox would call me. Like one time, he called me to meet him at Stevie's on Ventura Boulevard, soul food place, right? So I get in there, I don't know, he got these 2 chicks with him, but Stutterbox always got women with him. He like, yeah, these two chicks, you know, she from New Orleans and she from whatever they here. You know, they just want to holler at us. You know, they cool. Some bad bitches, you know, and I'm looking at Box like, all right. You know, we order food. Box gets up, goes to the bathroom. When he goes to the bathroom, the one chick says from New Orleans says, yeah, we was here to buy 5 keys. But our connection, he went dark. You know, Box tells us that, you deal with Suge. So I'm like, what the hell Suge got to do with 5 keys, right? What the fuck do I got to do with 5 keys? But at the time, I'm not understanding what's going on. I said, look, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. So I make my way to the bathroom. Instead of going left, I go right to valet. I get out of there. 15 minutes later, Box like, where you go? Because he didn't came back. Where you go? Man, I'm on my way home. Oh, girl asking me something about 5 keys and Suge and all that. I don't know who you with, bro, but watch your back. I don't know what that's about. Now, what's shocking is
he actually did that
months later. This when the light came on. When they raid my home, they watch my wife take my kids to school, come back, they come in. They're running all through the house. They don't find her. They find a firearm that's registered to my wife. Right? Greg thinks his leverage is, well, Wack lives in the house. He's an ex-convict. Right? He's supposed to be around firearms. Little did Greg know that I'm not a resident of the state of California anyway. So I owned like 7, 8 houses at the time. Matter of fact, at that time, I had about 12. I was heavy in real estate. So they took a bunch of my files. I go down there where I think my attorney was Jeffrey Brody at the time. Tell Brody to meet us at the Wilshire District. We get up there. It's Officer Greg and his partner. But this what fucks me up. When we come off the elevator, I see a bunch of people in FBI flag jackets. Guess who one of the persons I see? The fucking female from New Orleans that asked about the 5 keys.
So Wack was clearly affiliated to some degree with Stutterbox. Now, it gets a bit more interesting from here because 5 months after the kidnapping of Stutterbox by the Main Street Mafia Crips, a 7-minute wiretap phone call was recorded between Mark Stevens and Liddell Rose, the leader of the Main Street Mafia Crips. During this phone call, Mark asked Liddell if he wanted to speak with quote-unquote the Wack boy. Liddell declined the conversation, but in the phone call, Mark tells Liddell that the Wack boy is trying to get in contact with him, and in official court documents, the same conversation is listed, except it refers to this person that's trying to get in contact with Liddell as CS2, CS standing for confidential source. They also refer to him as Back, which sounds oddly similar to Wack. The documents go on to show that CS2 or Back was calling to let Liddell know that Stutterbox had been compromised and flipped informant and that they may be under investigation. Not long after, 7 Main Street Crips, alongside their leader Liddell, were arrested and charged with the kidnapping of Stutterbox. Shaq was even questioned about what happened, but was cleared of any wrongdoing. Eventually, the entire case was dropped due to major inconsistencies with Stutterbox's story, but with them referring to him as the Wack boy on the phone and in the court records, calling that same person CS2 and Back, coupled with the fact that Wack said at some point he knew Stutterbox was an informant, people started linking 2 and 2 together and basically saying that Wack is confidential source 2 for the police in this case. So this leads us to a few days ago. World Star Hip Hop drops a documentary about this entire thing, accusing Wack 100 of being an informant, and it goes crazy viral, racking up millions of views. The documentary was made by a dude named Deuce M. Now, Wack has denied all the allegations in the documentary to the fullest, saying that the entire thing was a hit piece and blames it getting on World Star on Big U, and said that he was suing World Star's parent company for defamation.
You know, these bozos did, Adam.
Tell me.
They went on this clip on World Star and said, I was a federal informant and that I caught on wiretap trying to get somebody killed. Now, these 2 things, right, are things that can be investigated. The wiretaps can be pulled and the investigative officers can be summoned to say, was this man a motherfucking federal informant?
Was that in the magazine?
Huh?
Was that
World Star.
Oh, okay.
Right? So when I seen it go on World Star, the team seen it, I said, no, let it get to 1 million. right? And let it cross over. Because the more views it has, that means the more damage is done.
1 million people have seen that video.
On World Star. Great, right? You say some things at the wrong time or whatever the case may be. Boy, that's 5 million. What's that? What?
Notice of defamation and demand. We would like to schedule a call for Thursday. Our deputy general counsel is out the remainder of the week.
Defamation of character.
We'd like to be sure.
5 million. Good looking out, bozos. You paid your op.
Now, shortly after this No Jumper interview, Wack releases text messages that are between him and apparently his lawyers, where he basically shows that he is actually serious about suing World Star's parent company for defamation. Shortly after he put these messages out, World Star privated the video on YouTube, took the video down from their website, and even though it was taken down, really the damage is already done because you got people out here like Yael and Spider Loc, who are both Crips from the West Coast, saying that they believe that the allegations against Wack 100 are true. So you basically got Wack 100 saying the third line, you got them saying Wack 100 is lying. Y'all know how it goes. But since we got this clash between each side, you pretty much have people riding for each side. One of those people is Spider Loc. Now, if y'all don't know Spider Loc, he's a Crip from the West Coast, a rapper. He been had beef with Wack 100 for forever now. Like, they've been going at it for a long time, and Spider Loc has been real outspoken about this situation and pretty steadfast in his belief that Wack 100 is actually snitching. Well, that brings me to the next part of this story. Like I said, Spider Loc has been extremely outspoken about it, and Wack 100 has this friend named 600 who's his homie, and 600.
What it do, Dundada?
I'm gonna go to the rounds, bro. Oh, you can eat buffet, man. You feel me? I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
I'm gonna go to day 2. I'm going to day 2. I love that restaurant.
I started to cut up on the YouTube and go to corrals. You feel me?
Yeah, fucking. Let us see.
Eat, bro. I'm over here eating good, boy. I head down the road and stuff, head to the casino, man. I gotta get right, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let us see, nigga. Let us see the food, nigga. With the buffet.
You said what?
Where's the buffet?
Huh?
Where's the buffet?
We have to go to corrals, all you can eat, man. Like,
all right. We trying to see the buffet. We trying to see the people. That's what
the camera around. Come on.
You can't turn it around. You can't turn it around. You gotta go like that.
Yeah, I can't turn my camera around though. But I'll show y'all what I'm eating though. I'm eating some banana pudding, some chicken, some fries. You feel me? Like,
you got banana pudding and chicken and fries on the same plate.
No, it's on a different plate though. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody, y'all want to come up, hit the hotline number. You know what I'm saying? I'm open 24/7. You come up. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
You can come up. Y'all can come up, talk y'all piece. You feel me? I'm getting everybody.
Hey, I'm gonna go to corral too over here today.
Look, this one I'm eating.
I love go to corral.
Okay, big dog.
You can eat. Like, I'm giving everybody the opportunity today to come up. I'm not gonna be mean. It's a Friday because I'm in a good mood.
No, we want to see. We're trying to see like the buffet. We trying to go make a plate. Go make a plate. Go make another plate.
How you turn your camera around? How you turn
nigga, just go like
show the food. Just show the food. Just show
like this. Bro, hold your camera like this. Hold your camera. Hey, Mama Friday. Hold your camera like that.
It's like a TV show.
Turn your camera. Just hold your camera around like this, Dada. Go like this.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Go to the buffet. Go to the buffet line. Let us see that buffet. Go to corral.
Oh yeah.
You nervous? You nervous? Go handle that, buddy.
I supposed to been at work earlier.
Yo, go show us that Friday. Friday, show us the good. Nah, we want to see the whole buffet. We want to see the buffet table.
Yeah, you said what?
We want to see the buffet table, bro.
Where the food at?
Bro, I
Yeah,
can't
with the
turn my
food.
camera around though,
You
but
don't gotta show your camera around, bro. Keep it like that. Show us what's popping over there,
like this.
thug.
You talking about like this?
Yeah,
You talking about like this, you know?
yeah,
Like this, oh God.
yeah. With the
I'm gonna
food.
keep it like this, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'll
Yeah, go
get
make a
everybody
plate.
a free shot to come up on the YouTube show on Friday. You know what I'm saying? I get everybody the opportunity to come up on the show. You feel me? I get everybody. I'm giving everybody an opportunity to come on the show. See, I'm being nice today. Friday don't be nice.
Yeah.
Friday don't do none of that.
Nigga, what you fool? You
Me?
fool?
I'm outside.
Friday, are you fool? Are you fool?
I'm outside smoking a cigarette.
That nigga Friday make me want Golden Corral, boy. I'm finna go to Golden Corral today, boy.
Bro, I was trying to spend a little couple of money out here.
We don't even gotta go to Corral.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here balling. You really see how I get dressed for the casino tonight. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, there, how you been doing? Who's this? Who's this waiting at me? I didn't know who you was. I'm finna eat good up here though, mom dudes. Y'all know. I'm out here on the cigarette smoke. What you been doing? How you been doing? I'm on my YouTube show, mama. How you doing?
Yeah, Friday.
Hey, bro, I'm in Birmingham, Alabama right now. You feel me? I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. That's where I'm at right now. To go to
I mean, you know, people pulling up. You know people and everything. The data. That's different right there. You bumping into some supporters.
Bro, go home and roll me up a fatty, bro.
Ain't no Friday, boy.
Huh?
Yeah, Friday's already known.
I say them people know you, huh?
Mm-hmm. They basically help my mama raise. My mama helped me raise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what everybody on, man? What's criminating, man? Look, I'm not coming up here with no bullshit. That's on Piss Friday off today. If y'all on some troll shit today,
yeah, nigga, we always
this
handle
I'm
that.
y'all, YouTube. I'm gonna tell y'all just like I told a motherfucker last night. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all, bro. I'm just up here making money. I'm a YouTuber. I don't give a fuck about nobody's opinion. I'm up here to make money. I'm not here to listen to everybody else talking about putting us down and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can put us down. But at the end of the day, I'm here for money. I love money. I know everybody across the globe love money. They like to buy jewelry. They like to buy necklace, you know, be iced out, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be iced out out here, you know? Like, I'm giving everybody an opportunity to come up on the tube.
I'm trying to show you what I got over here boiling.
Oh, that looking good though. Dang, bro.
You see, I'm showing you what I got. You gonna have to show us. You have to show us what you working with over there.
Oh yeah, when I get back in there, go get my third plate. This is like my third plate right now. I'm eating.
Man, you lightweight. You
No,
lightweight.
bro,
You like a bird.
I can't eat like I used to ever since I had surgery. I can't eat like I used to.
Oh yeah. It's all right.
I gotta go get me some more cigarettes, bro.
It's all right. You ain't gotta eat like you used to. So you fool.
That's what the night, you know, I'm about to be loaded, bro. I'm about to go home and put up a dirty, put some tins in there. You feel me? Get up on the road, sip my cup real quick. You feel me? Get in the casino, bro. I gotta get right. When I get in the casino, they can't have your cup in there.
What you doing at the casino, nigga?
I'm finna go gamble on these animals upstairs. They got a little gambling like a little racetrack. I'm finna go there and gamble.
With the races?
No, with the animals.
With the horses? Yeah, the horses.
You bet on animals.
So you're going to a racetrack?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's different right there. Who you going with?
The Matrix man in my neighborhood. That dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one you was talking to on the
Yeah. You about to go? You about to go with him?
Yeah, we about to go eat good and everything, bro.
That's a fact.
I told him don't worry about it. The food gonna be on me tonight. Anyway, he wanna go, I'm gonna buy.
That's offending. So how you feeling? How you been feeling since your little situation that you was telling me about?
This shit crazy though. But I ain't gonna speak on this app. I'm not gonna speak up on this live YouTube show.
Yeah. So how you feeling though? You feeling better? You have to go to corral?
I wasn't planning on coming out. This is my late mama birthday. Mama Friday late birthday gift with somebody. They brought us all, you know. I'm like, screw it. So screw it. The Go to Corral's like, Go to Corral. They so packed right now, bro. God, please, bro.
Yeah. I feel it.
People
I feel it. That's Fendi.
I'm gonna go home and roll me up a big 3-5 in a what's it called, in a cigar in a swisher. I'm gonna tuck that real good.
You know how to roll now? Or you still breaking Dutches?
Huh?
You know how to roll? You still breaking Dutches, nigga?
No, I know how to roll now. It took me a while though. But the woods, bro, I got so mad last night, bro. I put the 3-5 in the wood, bro. That crap. I was so mad. Wasted all my weed. Was trying to roll.
White boy knows how to roll?
Huh? Yeah,
you roll better than
yeah, he know how to roll woods. That's all he smoke is backwoods.
Oh, that's all he smokes?
He don't smoke no. Sometimes he smoke a little Swisher, but if he got some wood, he be like, bro, come on, let's go ahead and get this 3-5. You feel me? He said, let's go ahead and tuck this 3-5 in there.
Oh yeah.
He let me roll the look. He was so mad. He let me roll the wood. He was so mad. I fucked up an old wood.
You fucked it up?
Yeah.
You be alright. You be alright. What you roll? The swishers?
Yeah, I roll Swisher sweets and Dutchies and that dog, you know, diamond swishers, the Vegas cigar. You hear me?
Yeah.
I roll all that.
I feel you a natural right there.
Bro, look, I was around the old heads, you feel me? They taught me how to roll tap paper and all that, like, you feel me? Like, you get a hole in your swisher, you get a little piece of tap paper, bro, wrapped around that hole. Smoke it. Well, I'm going to show you what I'm over here eating. I don't know what nobody in a cold. You know what I'm saying?
Show us what Golden Girl got to offer the data, cause my nigga Piece of Love about to go there. My nigga Piece of Love about to go. That's the line?
Yeah.
To what? For the food? That's the line for the food? Or to go in?
Yeah, you know, I'm about to pay $100 for my hair to get done. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to pay $100, you know. They ain't got what I want still. Yeah, no, I ain't taking no pictures. I'm on my YouTube show. I'm not taking no cameras of nobody. We ain't showing nobody. It's just me. I'm on the camera. He's just on the camera. Nobody else. You ain't showing nobody else. His picture just on there. You make sure somebody stop you and ask you that. Said, no, ma'am. No, sir. I'm not doing that. Oh, I ain't got my Wayne out yet. I'm looking for the Wayne. I want another chicken Wayne. You want
Friday's about to get crucified. We're about to get Friday crucified over there. Cause what were we saying? We was definitely telling her to show all the friends. You see what friends do? That's a fact. That's not a... What you say?
I say get you all in trouble.
Some fish.
That's a fish, a fried fish right there. Nigga, that shit look like cat. Yo, man, what you eating, the Dada?
Yeah.
That's deer, nigga. You eating deer over there?
Yeah.
Why you say yeah, nigga?
Yeah. Man, this stuff's so good.
Yo, Friday.
Yo.
You can't be nervous, nigga. You can't be all nervous and shit. The Dada, when you gonna say when you show the, you say when you go up there, you gotta show us what's working over there. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see you eating the shit. We want to see it right there get made, nigga. I mean, we don't mind. You can eat right there. It doesn't matter. But I'm saying though, Dada, when you go and get another plate, we want to see how it really looking.
Yeah, man, I might get back up here when I get home. My phone about to die. Friday, be back.
All right, Friday.
All
right, Dada. Friday said, hell no, we about to get in trouble. We about to get that man in trouble, G.
Not going for that.
Don't breathe now. Nah, you could record the food, bro. I always record the food the other day. Nah.
I'm trying to find this thing. I'm trying to find this thing of the dude King Peel, bro.
Who that be?
It's a dude that was just checking Wack 100. It's new.
You're looking for
his name King Peel. I don't know if I sent it to you. It's a nigga that brought Adam 22 to the hood.
All right, and he's coming out Adam 20, and he's coming out thing Wack 100.
He's checking his credibility. He was saying he ain't been doing shit in 30 years. He ain't got nobody online.
King Peel, you said?
Yeah, I just seen that nigga. He was just talking last night. He just made an interview. He just made a thing last night saying something back to that nigga. Speaking on the situation about he said R&B had a fat ass, and then my nigga was talking shit to him.
King Peel says Wack 100 Pyro days are over. 29 minutes ago.
Yeah. Trying to shit.
So I guess yeah, I see it. I see some shit about him popping up. Well,
I don't know if he took it down because everybody else they running it now. But it's him on his own channel.
Oh, it's him? Yeah, let me know. I don't know if he got a channel, but I see other people running it.
Like he don't got a channel because I put it in and it ain't coming up.
So were you saying that he was what? We just hear sounds from someone else. So. A homie that was just up here, he got some the Smoke Out TV dude. Hey, what he gotta say? He lives up here. Shout out to the Smoke Out TV. Oh, hold on. We need. The China Brim dude. Let's see what we got here. So you saying King Pilly coming out Wack 100?
Hell yeah, to the fullest. I thought I had something. Let me check that.
I found a little something right here. The China Brim dude, whatever the case may be. That's the only person. And the other dude, Smoke TV.
If you're old to the channel, please, all I ask is smash that like button, help the channel grow so we can go to the next level together. The more you hit the like button, the more the channel goes up, the more videos I'm dropping. But we got to get right into this one because it seems to get nastier and nastier. Yeah, let's call it what it is. Adam 22 is the puppet master on the West Coast. We've recently seen them all come to the East Coast. Okay, King Pill, G Uno, that's Wack 100's artist, if I'm not mistaken. We've also seen what happened on the West Coast when it came to 21 Jump Street, right? We've seen that Adam knows how to use the guys around him. He's a genius at this point. Yeah, he's a marketing genius. He's using the guys around him to go at each other. Let me break this down for y'all because King Pill is now sending shots. Yeah, he's showing love to New York. He's definitely showing love to New York, but he's going at the Hassan Campbells. He's going at the 050 The Movement, China Brim. He's letting it be known. You heard? But let me break down a little bit of his history here, because this guy comes off a little weird to me. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. He tells a story on Adam 22, on 21 Jump Street, on how he slept with SZA, on how he wanted to fight Crip Mac, and then he goes into how he wants to fight Fo Extra. This dude is just looking for fame at any cost at this point. And Adam 22 is basically giving him the road to take this course of action. I gotta be real. We didn't forget. Yeah. We got to keep it 100, y'all. We did not forget what happened on that West Coast at 21 Jump Street. We know Loose Cannon ran their mouth. We know Brick Baby ran their mouth, which led to a whole full indictment of the Rolling 60s.
Wow.
No longer with the Rolling 60s no more. He's no longer cool with Brick Baby and Loose Cannon and these guys no more. They about to go to trial. They sitting up in the federal system. You heard? Even Wack 100 I've seen have kind of fallen back from the situation because it's getting nasty over there to the point where there's no return. Well, he has this, I guess, his artist, Pyru artist representative from LA named King Pill. And he's coming at Hassan Campbell and he's coming at China Brim. There was a lot of controversy when these dudes came to New York City. A lot of people wasn't feeling it. I was one of them. I'm all about the unity, but I'm not with the Adam 22 because we know what he does already. I see through it already. I've been doing this for a long time. I know what he does. He turns his staff against each other, especially the black man. Let's keep it what it is. He turns them against each other for content. I guess King Pill don't get it. Well, let's listen to what King Pill had to say, because he's throwing shots and he's going off on Hassan Campbell and 050 The Movement. Pay attention.
Hassan Campbell and 050 The Movement. Look, check it out. I noticed y'all had a whole lot of shit to say. So let me say what I gotta say. First off, I'm gonna start by saying shout out to New York. Shout out to all my Brooklyn, the Bronx, Harlem, Manhattan, Long Island. Shout out to all my came out and showed love. All the good peoples in the projects, the kids, the old ladies, everybody we had on camera, everybody that was turning up for Memorial Day weekend. Shout out to everybody who was outside having fun. Unlike 050 The Movement, nigga, and drop out. Yeah, the gang drop out. Nigga, you got out of jail, you dropped out the gang. Now all you do is sit in the house popping it and gossip. Gossip and be like a mother. Speaking up on me, I'm an Army general. Yeah, when I came out to New York, they showed general kind of status love, nigga. That's what they were supposed to do. You sitting in your hate, nigga. That's all you do is sit on the couch, nigga. Come outside. You need some love. You need to come around the thugs. You need to come around the Bloods, nigga. And shout out to all the real Crips who was showing love. My nigga Bobby Schmurda. Shout out to everybody who was showing love to man on P's. I'm talking about a nigga look like a fake sergeant and all this good shit. He popping this shit straight from the couch. He was scared to come outside. You wasn't out there on level 1, nigga. You wasn't out there on the ground zero walking around with the 3 heroes. You in the house talking from the couch, nigga. And Hassan Campbell, man, I know if you don't knock off, you niggas keep talking about Adam this and Adam that. Why'd y'all bring Adam? What outside to give somebody an opportunity? Y'all ain't promoting hood music. Y'all ain't going out saying y'all ain't from the hood, just sitting at home gossiping. And Hassan Campbell, you was African Bombay. Yeah, let's talk about that. How he was. Yeah, nigga, y'all gotta speaking on King Pill, nigga. Speaking on Adam out here giving niggas opportunity, nigga, to get their platform up. Y'all on some weird. Nigga, New York, nigga, shout out New York. And all who came out, nigga, I'm gonna be in Cali next month. Turned up, nigga. Turn up, nigga, let's turn up. You gonna get the same kind of love, nigga. Bloody love on P's, nigga. And my sex, to y'all sex, you can cut them my sex. My homies gonna show y'all
sitting out business, huh?
On P's.
Yeah, I told that nigga going in. I told you.
Need whatever y'all need.
I gotta be real with everybody, man. This dude is obviously confused. Okay, he's obviously confused. What caught my ear there was Adam 22 is outside giving us opportunity. Giving you opportunity to do what, homie? To what? To exploit yourself? To go to jail?
Boys broke,
I'm just
man.
being real. Like, what opportunity? Everybody that's been around Adam 22 ends up.
What's good, Dizzy?
I say niggas like that, bitch broke as fuck. So, you know, that's an opportunity paper, man. Niggas be broke, boy.
What's up?
I'm talking about the nigga that's talking King Peel. He say Adam giving us an opportunity. I mean, the dude's trying to say like what opportunity? I'm saying the opportunity that he giving them is them niggas broke. Them niggas got a chance to do something different with their life. All they do is sit around and do nothing, bro. Boring ass life. You know what I'm saying? Praying that something happen good so they can get up out the hood or whatever. Them niggas be acting like they're not gonna do certain things, man. They will do it, boy. They'll do it.
So you're saying that Adam ain't helping them?
I mean, in the sense of that, if that help is helping them for their, you know what I mean, sense of understanding and help. I mean, who's I can't say.
I guess they do music or something.
I mean, whatever it is, I guess he said it's benefiting them for have an opportunity for them to come up. So if that's how he feel, then that's how he feel. I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, homie saying that he's helping you to lock yourself up. He's only helping you so you can fuck yourself up.
But listen, that's what I'm trying to explain to people with being dirty. You know what I'm saying? If them niggas still dirty, if them niggas right there still dirty, and he fucking around with Adam 22, he gonna learn the hard way then. Shit.
Who you talking about? Kill the King Pill?
Damn right. He gonna learn the hard way, nigga. It's some blood nigga that just I don't know where he came from. It seems like he been around for a while though.
I feel it.
It's up in the penitentiary, bro. You heard? I'm just being all the way honest. He links up with these gang members, and when something goes wrong, he don't want nothing to do with it. I think this guy is setting himself up, and soon he will learn he's being set up. He just doesn't understand it right now. He thinks that he's getting an opportunity. You're getting the opportunity to lose, bro. You could have came to New York by yourself. Yeah, I'm sure you could have linked in with some dudes by yourself. You didn't need Adam 22 to link in. But hold up. He's not done because he's issuing challenges to China Brim and Hassan Campbell. Pay attention.
You trying to make this a New York thing? Ain't no New York thing, nigga. This a me, 050 the movement, and Hassan Campbell thing. Stop trying to make it a big New York versus West Coast. I don't know what you trying to do. But this what we finna do. Let's have a challenge. A 050 challenge. I challenge you to walk through all the trenches I walked through. The Marcus Garvey Project, the Patterson Project, Brooklyn. Nigga, I challenge you to walk through, nigga, with an army fatigue suit, nigga, just like I did, and a red flag around your neck. Whole mother. I challenge you to do the same thing in your city. Nigga, you ain't even really from New York. Nigga, you from a whole nother city. And Hassan Campbell, the last time you went to get your hood on live, they stop playing.
I gotta be real, y'all, right? So when you break down what he said, he's issuing a challenge to because he had a whole full army suit on with the red flag on in New York the whole time.
That's kid shit. You want niggas to walk around different boroughs and this and that. Like, what are you talking about? Who the fuck this nigga think he is? Did he? He want niggas to walk and go get a cheesecake for him and shit like that. What the fuck are you talking about? That's different, bro. What the fuck you talk? Like, I don't understand how people talk. People talk crazy, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Niggas ain't moving not a fucking inch for you. What are you talking about? Not an inch.
Not a dot.
Ignorance is bliss.
But I'm not saying I'm on anybody's side because I don't even know who he's talking about. But I'm just saying the way that he's talking, that's the thing. But whoever he's wilding on, he's wilding on. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Because I gotta say, no disrespect to nobody from the West Coast, but I gotta be real. coming from them projects, them 18 floor story high projects, bro, them pissy hallways. Living where y'all live at in LA is a treat. I'm gonna say that again. Yeah, no disrespect, but living where y'all live in LA, them little row homes, little pretty looking condo looking homes, those are homes to us. We came from the projects, homie. I'm not speaking for nobody else. I'm only speaking for myself and the projects I'm from. It's not a treat to be in New York for me. For you, it might be a treat to walk around.
Nobody runs nothing, Dada. Anybody could go anywhere, bro. Niggas be just overdoing it. That's just what it be.
Is like trying to prove his loyalty to Wack 100 or whatever the case is, but basically 600 made a little video where he was talking to Spider Loke or talking at Spider Loke, basically kind of trying to be threatening. Here, y'all watch the clip.
All right, Spider, you up? Basically, man, we don't put jackets, on people. We don't do that. Even you got, differences, what I'm saying, beefs, people don't get along. We don't put jackets on someone, what I'm saying, like that without the proof. And I'm telling you, Wack is my homie. He go to bat for me. I go to bat for him. Me and you have a relationship, what I'm saying? We talk about things. But I'm not going to stand for the lies, what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you a warning shot. What's done is what's done. What's on the internet is what's on the internet. It's over with. One more time, and I'm trying to be as cool with everybody as possible and give warning shots and respect. If you lie on my bro one more time, I got to go in on you. And when I go in, I go all the way in. And I don't stop. And this affects everyone around you. And we know people, what I'm saying, mutually.
How does that sound?
This is where it all begins.
The virtualization market is evolving quickly. Increasing costs and lock-in are.
That shit sounds so weird.
Crash dummy stuff I ever seen. Like, really, this is as crash dummy as it gets. I'm sure y'all could see at the beginning of the clip, he doing his little thing with the, and I don't know, it's just funny to me because like I'm an outsider looking in, and to me it's just like you don't gotta publicly do that. It kind of feel like you try and crash out for clout, but I know that like back in the day, bro, people would clown on you if you had this type of behavior with your female. Like if you was fixing to crash out over your female, people would clown you. And it's 2024, and here we got this dude 600 ready to crash out by another man. But anyways, so Spider Low, he see this video, he decide he gonna respond to this video, basically saying he don't care nothing about no warning. A warning don't mean nothing to him. He ready to get at it anytime, any day, anywhere. He does that on his live stream on his YouTube channel. And he also tells a story about like why he doesn't respect 600 to begin with.
Loosely about my name, nigga. Fuck a warning shot, nigga. It's up, it's on, nigga. Shoot your shot, nigga. The corniest crip known to the internet, bro. On my mama. That's just like really right now, scanning the whole. You and Loose Coochie. You and Loose Coochie Lips Cannon, the corniest crip. One of my homies from 8-9 and a nigga from Harlem was in 6-0 hood last year, a few months ago. Altercation happened. It got physical. Miscommunication. The homie from 8-9 left the situation with less material items than he came with. That turned into the homies on the phone politicking. Myself, a few more homies, whoop-de-whoop. The homies ended up going back over to 6-0 hood to politic about the little situation and the items being returned. And there was an actual dollar amount of cash that was displaced. And the homie said it was one number. I think later on the number went higher. And now the homies is politicking with the 6-0s about the number that was absent and needed to be returned. And out that process, this is what I've been told by my G homie that was present with his own eyes. 600 got to talking about, ain't no niggas finna be come over here pressing those 60s or trying to charge no 60s. So the homie said, Kobe, get down in front of a gang of Crips. And 600 turned that down. That's what I heard, 600. Now, you can tell your version if that's facts or fiction.
Now, obviously, with 600 getting a little bit of clout that he was in search of, had to respond to Spider Loc saying this on stream. And basically, he said that he pulled up to Spider Loc's hood and was questioning a dude named Asmo about this being marked out thing. Basically saying that he rolled up on Spider Loc's turf and was like, what's the business? And was really wanting to smoke. Y'all listen to his story.
I slide to the 8-9s. You know what I'm saying? Early morning, probably like around like 10 o'clock. What time? It wasn't that long ago. It's 1:30, a few hours ago. Get my coffee. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I have me a nice fresh cigar, my lighter. Pull up to the park. Right when I'm setting up my props with my tripod and all that, Asmo from East Coast called me. Moneybag Rose. What up, cuz? I'm like, shit, what up, nigga? I'm like, what you got going? I said, I'm in East Coasters. What's happening? He like, where you at? I'm like, nigga, I'm at the port, Washington Port, nigga. What's happening? He like, what you doing there? I said, oh, this nigga Spotter said one of your G homies marked me out. He like, what? He said, bro, one of his G homies from 8-9, bro, came to my hood and marked me out. So you know how I do. I want to see what they talking about it, bro, because I don't want to hear no excuses, whoop, niggas playing my name. He like, bro, cut lying. I said, what? He said, bro, anybody made nice lie to say nothing like that, bro. Spider Loc was a liar. Cub, you on drugs, Cub, you popping pills, just talking, bro. I said, you know what? That's crazy. I knew he was lying, but I didn't think that he, you know what I'm saying, he would take it this far.
Now, 600 claimed in that clip that he pulled up to the hood. He wanted all the smoke. He was in the middle of setting his tripod up when he got this phone call from this dude and basically says that Spider Loc's homie is in disbelief pretty much that Spider Loc would say these things about 600 and basically says that this Asmo dude takes his side. But again, none of this is recorded because he didn't get to set his tripod up and he got a phone call right as he was trying to do it. So no footage of this actually happened and exist anywhere. You basically got to take 600 at his word. But when Spider Loc heard that 600 said he did this and that this Asmo dude was basically taking 600's side, Spider Loc decided to do what 600 said that he did and pulled up the 600 hood and then went live so everybody could see him doing it. And basically he was on the scene saying he wanted to fade, he wanted to smoke, this, that, and another. And people from 600 hood actually joined the live right there on the scene saying that before 600 could give Spider Loc the fade, 600 would have to give them the fade, which is like people from his hood saying that they won't smoke with 600. And like, it's this whole thing. Anyway, watch the clip.
Get in the car. Come calm down. Oh, yeah, right here. Hey, what you say, Con? Hey, what you say?
You gotta see us before you see you.
I can't get the squabble. I'll go second, third.
No, boy, he got hood issues.
He got what?
Hood issues.
Pull up. You got issues, Crip.
Cuz know the truth.
Night bud. I mean, your section, though, cuz. I'm in the 60s.
Right here. On this dominion.
Got the mean.
Pull up, nigga. Oh, scary ass nigga.
Peter Piper used the smart buying tools from Amazon Business
Wait,
and positively prospered.
I guess none of the bullshit dawns on anybody.
Fat boy, where you at, Crip?
Gloves match the shoes.
Yeah, homie. I'm just saying. You said you want to fake. I'm in your set, huh? Friendly fake. Everything safe.
Yeah,
cameras and everything. Not worry about no real shit. Let's squabble, Crip. Where you at? Night bud. Bring whoever you want to bring with you. Any of them weirdos that's on your nuts, east side niggas or whoever, bring with you. Crip. Night bud. Hold no, honey. You set the 6 hours your backyard. Come on, you can get it too. I been dying to squabble you, Crip. Pull up. It's your backyard, Crip. Remember? Whole world know. Pull up to your back
Well,
door.
we already knew they ain't killed us, so I'm going to take care of what I can.
Act your business. Act your business. We finna get this money. Hold on.
Pull right back up, man.
Anytime you ready, cuz I know you ain't pulling up, ho, but let us know. They ain't homies.
Now, Spider Low stood out there at 600 Hood for hours. I mean, this live stream was hours long, and 600 never did pull up. But Big U, who is from 600 Hood, and like, I'm sure y'all are familiar with Big U. We've talked about him on the channel before. He's one of the biggest Crips on the West Coast. He pulled up and basically showed love to Spider Low while he was doing this, which looks real bad for 600. And of course, because 600 never pulled up while Spider Low was going live, a lot of people was wondering like, hey, bro, what's going on? You was doing all that rah-rah online, and then now all of a sudden he pull up and you ain't nowhere to be found. Basically questioning 600's integrity. So 600 made another video where he tried to explain that away. He offered up an explanation for it. Here's what that looked like.
Spider, so you mean to tell me you really want to fight, but you didn't make the phone?
Yo, that's crazy. 600, he looks like, he looked like he been fucking bottles, this, that, like so many people, Who the fuck is this dude, 600? That's different, like, what the hell? He looks like a whole different person right there. That's different.
Come off, Mike, bitch. Do you have a badge?
Hold up.
Your job was to take the women.
We're not going to be doing this screaming. It's not going to be a screaming. It's not going to be a screaming match in here, man. You're going to have a conversation to be a conversation. We're not going to be doing a screaming match.
Wack, only he ain't no street nigga. You're a nigga with a badge. You're a retired nigga with a badge. You've always had a badge.
Gene, you gotta hit the mic at the bottom to unmute, Gene.
Bottom right, nigga, you a retired nigga with a badge.
Hold up. One blood.
Ask the nigga, do we got a badge right now today?
Hold up, Wack. We gonna get
do you
all
got
that.
a badge right now today?
We gonna get hold on, Wack. We don't want to have to do you. Chill out. Hold up. We gonna get to all that. So listen. This is Gene and this is Wack having a conversation. No yelling or none of that. So what, y'all got the floor?
Badge, right? You a nigga with a badge, right? Do you got a badge? Let's clear up this you ain't street shit immediately. Do you have a badge, a retired badge? Let's keep it real, nigga. Because you got niggas thinking you threatening what you ain't. Niggas kept you around because you had a badge. You can have a gun that they knew you wasn't going to use. Do you have a badge right now? Are you over yes or no? Are you a retired nigga with a badge?
So what that
Are
mean?
you a retired nigga with a badge? Yo, tell them to answer the question.
What that mean?
Answer the question. Are you a retired nigga with a badge?
I've been having a badge since 91. What did that mean?
Did you watch Puffy lace the drinks? If you watched him lace them, you more of a fuckboy than him. You said you did. You said you seen it. You said you seen it. Did you not tell me you mad at Puffy because he didn't pay for your homie's funeral? Did you not tell me you mad at Puffy because he didn't pay for your homie's funeral?
Look, you mad at Puffy, he ain't fucking.
Yes or no? Did you not tell me that?
What you say?
Retired nigga with a badge. You mad at the nigga he didn't pay for a funeral. If you watch them lace the bottles, you a fuckboy like him, and you was gonna fuck the model. You a rob the model.
Wack. Hold up, Wack.
No, you bitch ass.
You asked the man a question. Hold up, Wack. You asked the man a question. Let the man answer the question.
Yeah,
stop trying to loud mic him. Stop loud micing them to death. Like, just have a conversation. So go ahead, Gene. You got the floor.
Did you watch them lace the bottles?
Hold up, bro.
You did.
Hey, Wack. Listen, you got the questions. He's right here. Let the man answer the first question. Go ahead, Gene. You got the floor.
Did you watch them lace the bottles?
I've been having a badge since 91.
We know. You ain't street.
Now
did
what?
You watch them lace?
Nigga, did you ever hear me say I watched them lace the bottles?
How you know he laced the bottles?
No. Did you ever hear me say that?
Boy, you gonna get some good money. This is good money. Hey, Johnny Kings, I owe you a check for this. So you never watched him lace the bottles?
Did you ever hear me say that?
I knew this was gonna get him on that.
Curry said that.
Did you watch it? So you said you never said you seen him lace the bottles, right? That what you saying now?
You bitch ass nigga, did you ever hear me say that?
So you never said you saw him lace the bottle.
Did you ever hear me say that?
Yeah, we heard you insinuate that a million times.
Did you ever hear me say that?
So how you know he laced the bottles?
Nigga, I never said he did.
You a motherfucking lie.
See? Who's a lie?
How you know about him and Biggie's club contract?
Was you in the room when him and
I never said that. See,
when he killed Biggie and Pop?
It's this constant lie.
Did you not? Okay, we got the clip. Did you not insinuate
because they
Bobby killed Biggie and Pop?
like that? Wack, you're not like that, bro. You ain't never been like
Bro,
that.
you ain't nobody but a funky.
When those niggas from New York,
hey, yo.
top of your life at the boat ride.
Hey, bro, stop muting me, bro. Yo, you drove an all beat up motherfucking.
Let's talk about the boat ride. Hold up, Wack. You asked a lot of questions. He got one for you. What happened at the boat ride?
Boat ride.
What happened at the boat ride? Wack?
Didn't them niggas get on top of your wife and
Don't mute him, bro. What happened at the boat ride, Wack?
What boat ride? He wasn't even there. He didn't do shit.
Oh, no, I wasn't there. You
wasn't even there. Your man wasn't even there. Gee, you was sexually harassing the models. He fired you for 2 years. Did Slay not fire you for 2 years, bro?
You a mother. He can't.
Yes or no? He fired you for 2 years. You weren't even allowed to come around. Then you was over there telling his baby mama all his financial business.
Yo, listen here.
Was you not telling his baby mama all his financial business?
Listen to me.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Let him answer, Wack. Let him answer, Wack.
With you, right?
Let me tell you something.
Right? Don't
let him answer, Wack. You asked the man 1,000 questions. Let the man answer the question, bro. So go ahead, Jen. You got the floor.
You better not get caught out here, you bitch.
Shit out. Why would K keep me around all the motherfucking time if I was telling this
motherfucker? He fired you for 2.5 years.
That the nigga
I got 3 of the models gonna come forward.
North Carolina together.
Jazzy Bell gonna tell it. You remember Jazzy Bell, G?
I went to pick up the
Do you remember Jazzy Bell?
My money.
Do you remember Jazzy Bell? He only paid you $250 a day, bro. You went from working for Puff to working for Slay. Working for Puff to $250 a day. Working for Puff to $250 a day.
Or even came on to them.
Hey, yo, one mic.
That's cap. That's cap. That nigga, you got the check. I can't come up. Slay won't know. I got a couple hundred for you.
Hold on, one mic, y'all. These is two. Listen, let me go ahead and restart the room. Welcome to Bloody Bunch. Hit the greenhouse on the top. Follow the house. Follow all the moderators, even the ones without moderators. The title of the room is Gene Dill Sets the Record Straight with Wack 100. Now, Wack and Gene are two respectable men in their own world. We doing this to show to you that anything could be solved. Let's stop yelling at each other and let's get down to the meat and potatoes so we could get on and move on.
Yo, remember, Wack, your conversation, your words is always you want to have a conversation.
Because he living on a lie. Everything that nigga's coming out of his mouth is lying, bro. You understand? It's not one motherfucking girl that I ever dealt with K Slay or was around K Slay that I ever touched, talked to, or try to get with. Nigga, I'm always happy with my own. I'm always happy with my own. I worked at Sue's Rendezvous for 10 years. Never touched, never had no situation, not with one girl. I work with K because I'm not going to fuck up my money. You understand? I'm never going to fuck up my money or try to do some dumb shit with no K-Slay models, no Sue's Rendezvous dancers, or none of that shit. I ain't that type of nigga, bro. I don't have to be that type of nigga.
And I gotta say this, bro. I never once ever heard anything like that on Gene Dill's name, bro. And that's just me. I never heard that before. So I'm jacking that this nigga just throwing some shit out there because, you know what I mean, he's scraping and scrambling, trying to party with Puff. But go ahead, Gene. We listen.
Hey, yo, hold on, Gene. Before Big Gene, we got a lot of YouTubers in here that's from New York City. Y'all make sure y'all put this out. Gene Dill is one of us. So I'm paying attention to the stage. So when you put the information out there, make sure you put the right information. Hit the houses, Bloody Bunch, Unstricken Mentality. The last 24 hours, you will get the real content. And also, Big Gene is in the building. Gene, your nephew is in here. He's been writing in the chat. He's the one that put all of this together.
Yo, now, bro, listen here. Listen here. Check here. Dominique, I take him in as my nephew. He's not my blood, but I take him in as my nephew.
Clot.
Wagwan,
you know, hello?
Yeah, you good, Jay. Go ahead. We can hear you. We can hear
I
you.
take Dominique Ayers as my nephew for years, bro. You understand? But he's not my blood nephew. I told Dominique long time ago, nigga, stop speaking on my name to these niggas out here. You understand? I fuck with you, but don't speak to my name on these niggas. I fight my own fucking battles. I've always fought my own battle. Dominique, stop it. I told him, don't do that, bro. You understand? He my little nephew like that. Blood, no. But stop using my fucking name out here, Dominique. And I told you that. You understand? So now, this is what I'm saying to y'all. This is what I'm saying to y'all. This nigga Wack, he's, like you say, he's scrambling and scraping for shit because he's a liar. The nigga is a liar, bro. There's no motherfucking way I ever talk to any of the girls from straight.
Wack knows how to ruffle some feathers. That's what Wack be on, the daughter. Wack is just trying to get niggas riled up and shit like that. As soon as he does that, the daughter, then he, you know what I'm saying, mission accomplished. You know how that nigga be, the daughter. None of this should be accurate, the daughter. He be playing the seeds, the daughter, trying to make people look weird, the daughter. But he do it too much. So while he's doing it too much, people start to follow the program that he's trying to, you know what I'm saying, that he's trying to push. Can't do it to everybody, GG. It's just the same shit.
Never. Just negotiations going on with the attorney. I don't know where you getting this from. Blase. But it's letting me know they didn't heard something on that man line, on his line over there. I kept it 100. I kept it all the way up. Y'all know me and this don't see eye to eye, but you got the Nazi. Hold up.
Yes, sir. And James Prince Sr.?
I mean, I wouldn't have no information other than just me helping with a Larry Hoover project.
Okay, yes, sir. Well, that's what I'm kind of wanting to talk to you about.
Okay. Well, what's wrong with me working on a Larry Hoover project?
No, sir. No, nothing's wrong whatsoever with it. I'm glad someone is advocating for him. That wasn't the issue. I was just information has been provided that you had some disagreements with Mr. Prince. Are you familiar with him?
I mean, I know who he is, but I don't have no issues with Mr. Prince.
Okay. So,
Scrambling escape
I mean,
is different.
Disagreement is a disagreement. I don't know how that factors in the FBI.
Well, I think Mr. Jones, all the YouTube videos going back and forth with him calling you a snitch and you calling him one, and all of that would be where we received information that there was possibly a disagreement.
Yeah, even if we did do that, why would that be interest of the FBI? Because neither one of us had any bearing cases. Regardless of what we said to each other, as far as a snitch and not being a snitch, like why would that be interest of the FBI? That's what's kind of confusing to me.
Okay, no, I can explain that. I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. We're just making sure that no threats have been made to you from anyone associated with him over y'all's dispute.
No, I haven't. No threats have been made, nor do I feel threatened. Two men get angry, two men say things. We've both been in each other's presence from time to time. I know it's children. Nah, not at all. I don't feel threatened. Was it something you guys know that I don't know? Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's just, the daily bullshit propaganda that happens on social media.
Yes, sir, I understand that, but I think you could kind of understand that sometimes things go past social media, and we were provided information that possibly that something went beyond that, and so we're just calling to clarify and make sure that you haven't been threatened, or anyone that you know that have been threatened by him or his associates regarding the disputes that you've had over social media, over YouTube, over Instagram, and all of that?
No, Mr. Prince has an issue. Any threat towards me?
They're trying to lock him
I
up.
don't feel threatened. I've said to him the same thing he said to me, and that's just two men saying things. I don't think it's that serious of a situation. As far as I know, Mr. Prince is continuing his business.
I know that we can get you up to speed, but can we get this thing
That's
to slow down?
different. That's different right there, Don.
His community, as I am, I don't even understand. Like I said, I don't know what you guys have going on, what you guys heard. That's above my, my reach. But me personally, no, I haven't got any threats, nor do I feel threatened by the man.
Okay, so are y'all working together on the Free Larry Hoover project?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's not my ownership of the project. Is not mine. It belongs to somebody else. I'm just assisting that individual.
No,
but I did put the attorneys in contact with their family attorney. So at this point, it's not even a conversation between me and Jay Prince. It's a conversation between the individual who owns the content on my side, attorney, and their the Hoover family attorney. So it's for the last month or so, you haven't heard me and Mr. Prince say really anything to each other because there's no need to.
Okay, understandable. Mr. Jones, was there ever, I know there was I don't know, did she record an interview? I don't have her name present, but she's out of LA, and she recorded a video with Mr. Hoover at one time. Are you familiar with that?
Somebody recording a video with Mr. Hoover?
Or an interview. She conducted an interview.
Oh yeah, we have 5 hours of interview.
Yes, sir. And at any point, okay, and it was a female, correct? I don't have her name with me at this exact moment.
It's an elderly woman that owns it.
Yes, sir. And let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of any information that Mr. Prince or his associates has tried to request that information, the video from her?
Oh no! Well, I'm the one that alerted them that the footage was real and tried to merge a deal with them because they own the life rights. This is the rights of regular documentary that was recorded while he was in prison. So I just try to bring the two parties together to see if they can make it one big situation. So,
yes, sir. And so who owns the rights to that interview?
The lady who has the footage, she has the contract. I have the contract. I forward the contracts to the family attorneys. She's been on it since 1998.
Yes, sir. And did Mr. Prince attempt to get the rights to that interview?
No, he attempted to negotiate a deal if possible. The negotiations are still going on. But I think that's his business. Nothing wrong with him negotiating.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm not implying that whatsoever. Just some information that we received was that the documentary, the businesswoman didn't want to really give up.
That's different, Dada. You see, Wack's different, Gigi. Wack's a different type of breed, Dada. Why for niggas, Dada? Why will get you? How the fuck, Dada? This like the eighth round. Like, come on, bro. That's probably back over here on the other line, Dada. With his soul shit. But Gigi, Dada, stay more weird than ever, Dada. Stay more righteous, Dada. You heard, Dada. Don't be downing people, Dada. Don't be slandering people, Dada. Life's what you make it. You can't love it. You can't hate it. It's gonna be secret what you make it, Dada. God chose you because he knew he could trust you. God's best kept secret. You heard.